All right, everybody. Thank you for joining us once again for another episode of the Average Overlanders podcast. I'm Jared.
And I'm Ben.
And this episode this week for you, we have Eric with RESQ Gear and Supply, right?
Yeah.
I'm saying it right? Rescue.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you spell that?
RESQ.
All right. All
Gear and
right.
Supply.
Nice,
GS.
nice.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, thank you for coming out, man. And
Appreciate
you brought us some rad ass. So Rescue Gear and Supply, you make medical pouches and bags and stuff, right?
Right.
Okay. Yeah. And you
Guided
brought
more
us a couple
towards
of
a safety gear point of view. So every time we went camping and stuff, I always felt like we lacked a lot of stuff that could be useful.
Yeah.
You know, and these things have been around. eBay,
Yeah.
Alibaba,
Different versions.
anything.
Yeah,
you know what
Alibaba.
I'm saying? And I was like, you know what? These kits are kind of cheapy.
Yeah.
Inside. All
Like the
this stuff,
quality, right?
yeah, the quality stuff that's in there, and I'm like, you know what? Let me start busting on my own.
Yeah, because if something medical like that, you're going to want to rely on it.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
And my medical background and all that kind of taught me what you actually need and what is actually like trash.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I don't need all these 100 feet of fucking gauze or
right,
right.
right.
They
And so
shove
it's like
anything. 'Cause I
started
just wanna
putting stuff
fill 'em.
together in there, and I was like, these things they could probably start selling because started giving away to some of my buddies and stuff. And they were like, oh, these are cool.
Yeah,
And I was like, oh, we can start doing something with it.
yeah.
And my lady, she's ER nurse, and she goes, we got to start pushing these.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so, sure enough, launched a website. Big support from a lot of friends and family and all that, and we're launching, and so here we are.
Nice. Dude.
So when did you launch?
3 months ago.
Ooh,
Okay.
Very,
Yeah.
very fresh.
newbie.
Yeah.
Very, yes.
But I'm sure you had some iterations like going along the way, like
It
figuring
took-
out.
Probably 8 months altogether to find the right
Piecing
vendors
it.
for stuff, piecing it together, trying a lot of the equipment that was actually in here.
That's good.
Like
Actually,
camping and
know it
stuff,
works and
because
shit.
it's like you want to make sure some of the stuff actually
Yeah.
works out there. So
Yeah,
took
yeah.
about 8 months or so.
All right.
So it's been a long time coming. Launched about 3 months ago, and so far successful. Side gig.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
can't complain.
No, that's rad. Actually, yeah. And something that people need. And it's actually got good gear in there too. Like I liked how you even just you had a flashlight in there. You
Right.
know, I mean, you're not always you're gonna get hurt in the middle of the day. A lot of times it's at night and you fuck up.
And it's like little simple things like you run into a cactus or something out there, and you need to tweeze them out. Where are you gonna find tweezers?
right.
I mean, I bring tweezers.
Do you?
but- yeah.
A lot of people that I
Most
hang out
people
with
do not.
Most
No.
people don't.
Some people are super prepared. Like Porter's got a full fucking trauma center in the back of his truck.
Those are awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he has an ambulance that
Yeah.
he tows behind it
Just to
basically.
bring with
right?
him, dude.
All safety equipment.
He's like,
all
you got a
medical.
splinter? Hold on. He brings out like 10 bags and shit, like backpacks full. I'm like, oh, okay, bro.
Yeah. You know what? Actually, those kind of guys are. You need
No,
that
those
friend.
are, yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
Perfect.
You definitely need that friend because you never know. You never know when you need something. It's like, hey, you have this? Oh yeah, sure enough.
But it's nice at least to have basics or something that can at least
Basic.
get you off the road,
Basic.
off the trail, get you to the hospital
Exactly.
if you needed to. So
yeah,
like,
kids running around and all that.
Yeah.
You need something quick, rip it off, do whatever you need to do.
Well, that's what I was going to get to is that like the way you have set up this pack, it's like very intuitive. Like if you need it, you need to grab it and go. Because obviously the patient or whoever's hurt isn't going to be next to your truck.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, 99% of the time. So you can actually rip it off. It's Velcro. And then you just rip it off and then go to the site where the person is, So
Yeah, I was watching this YouTube channel and something happened with them. And guy runs in a truck and he's going through
digging
20
through
bags,
everything.
looking for his, safety
Yeah.
stuff. And I'm like, dude, if you just had it mounted,
yeah.
Yeah.
rip
Easy
it
access.
off.
Yeah.
And that's kind of where the wheels started turning. Like, what if I just, there's already something out like this. Let me try that out. The stuff that's in here is not that great.
Yeah.
So let me go ahead and
Improve on it.
do my own iteration of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's where we're at.
Yeah, and I like how it has the, cause a lot of them have just like my old one I have in the Land Rover just has like some MOLLE straps on it and stuff like that. But I like this one, how like you can actually mount it to the headrest,
Right.
which is rad. Cause I was just literally, I think it was like last week I was looking at something like that. I'm like, oh, that'd be way better. Cause then I can like, if I'm in the driver's seat, I can just reach behind me, grab it,
Exactly.
and run out. I don't have to like, hold on, I gotta get to the back of my truck.
Exactly. Let me
Yeah.
pop my tire carrier open.
Yeah,
Let me
and-
move this out of the way.
Yep.
Let me do that. You don't want to do all that. You want to be able to move quick and efficient, and that's what this is
Yeah,
for.
there's nothing in the way usually there. It's just easy access.
Right.
So no, I like that idea a lot actually.
Right.
Yeah, no, it's very well thought out. And like you were saying, you were during that 8-month period, you were testing kind of like the products and everything because, you know, when you need something to work, it needs to work, right? And a lot of these things age out over time. I'm sure like the adhesives. And
check your dates on. If you have a kit right now, check your dates.
I always encourage people to go through your equipment that you have before season starts, before, you know, every month or so. Just go through everything. Trip. Exactly. Just make sure you have batteries. Make sure you have,
all that necessity.
You know, even Band-Aids that are good, because some Band-Aids, like you said, they start
to
just
dust.
Exactly.
They deteriorate.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah. Well, I had some IFAC packs or whatever, which is like an individual first aid kit or whatever. And quick story, I was out in Payson, Arizona in that area, and my dad and his friends came out camping with us. And one of his friends was like cutting with a knife, and he ended up, it was a really sharp knife.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Really sharp knife. And so he was like cutting something, and it slipped somehow, and he cut his hand. And man, he was bleeding so crazy. And I had that IFAC pack thing or whatever. It has a bunch of like the butterfly style
strips.
Yeah. And I mean, you can do some stuff. He was like putting pressure on it. He was like doing his normal thing. But, you know, if those butterfly things didn't have good adhesive or something like that, like you can be in a bind.
Yeah.
Because he cut himself pretty dang good.
Yeah, relying on that basically.
And he ended up staying the night or whatever, but he ended up going home the next day because he's like, I think I need to go get this checked out.
Yeah, he probably should have gotten stitches.
Because you have to clean it, you know, like make you alcohol wipes and everything.
Yeah. So some of my background, I've been an EMT for 13 years or something.
Oh, shit.
Like
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Since I was like 21 or so. Did ambulance, 911, did all that.
Careful, you're aging yourself. Everything.
Yeah, I was doing the math. I was like, he's 34.
I'm doing the math.
No, definitely. Right. And 911, and so that teaches you a lot.
Yeah.
Running 911.
Oh, I'm sure you saw some shit too. Oh, in San Bernardino? Holy shit.
He's like, give me the gunshot wound.
Are you guys concealed carry or what? No.
I wish. Rick would get shot at though, like all the time, because he'd think we're cops and all that. So
yeah,
you know.
we had a buddy doing. He was a fireman, and they were issuing him like vests and stuff like that. You know, I'm like,
it's not uncommon for you to go get on a call and it's like, hey,
somebody's
go ahead and
pissed.
stage 2 blocks away, and you're like, what? Next thing you know, it's a hostage situation.
Oh, shut up.
You're just on standby just in case anything goes down. You're the first unit that shows up.
But you got to hang while that's...
Meanwhile, cops have somebody barricaded with, with ARs pointed and everything. So
you're just back here like, oh, fuck.
You know, honestly,
SWAT team
it was the
out there.
funnest.
I'm sure it's a rush, dude. Yeah.
That's just the company I worked for. Wasn't that great. But after that, I got into an emergency room.
Okay.
So I worked as an EMT in the emergency room. So no longer in the ambulance. Not doing that, just straight emergency room.
Okay.
And I did that for quite a while. And just being in there, seeing all the wounds that come in, all the cuts, cleaning them, doing this and that, you see some gnarly stuff.
Oh, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah.
You see some gnarly stuff. You're like, how did this happen? They're like, I had this dull knife from 1940s and just cut me across the leg. I'm like, what, dude? Go get a tetanus shot.
Yeah.
3 of them, dude, you know? So
yeah, a lot of times that's what it is, like the dull like axe or whatever it is, or knife is the ones that are gonna fuck you up, you know, because they slip, they don't grab like they're supposed to, and they just shear right off.
Infection can happen so fast. Infection can happen so fast.
Yeah, especially if you're out in the woods or something like that. There's so much dirt and shit everywhere.
Even with a splinter, that's why you need tweezers.
Exactly.
I literally had a splinter the other day, and I'm sitting here. I had like my pocket knife. I'm like trying to dig it out of my hand, and Jess is like, "What the fuck are you doing, dude? I got tweezers." I'm like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah.
I'm mad caveman.
I don't need tweezers. I have a knife.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. No. Yeah, so I mean, it's important to not only have the equipment, but know how to use it.
Know how to use it.
Yeah, I saw you had a tourniquet in there.
I recommend people to really do a lot of research.
Yeah.
You know, look to see what you do in certain situations. You know, like somebody's bleeding. What do you do? Yeah. People don't know.
Yeah, there's panic. Like, I got my belt.
That's the number one thing people do is panic first, and then instead of assessing situations, seeing what
everybody
it is that's
calm.
going on.
Yeah,
exactly. Like, put pressure on it.
Yeah,
just try that. Pressure.
Yeah.
Pressure is your best
simple,
friend. Hold it, and then assess situation. What you have around you.
Yeah.
Oh, I have a rescue kit. Hey, go get that real quick.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. It's right there on my headrest.
Rip it off.
I got 2 of them.
Yeah.
Nice. One for each headrest.
There you go, actually.
No, I mean, that's smart. I mean, if you had 2 of them, because like, you know, like we were talking about, things age out. And what do these things cost? Like
$59 right now.
Dude, $60.
Yeah. $59 is what I'm selling them for right now.
You spent more money on dumber shit on your truck.
Easily.
You know what I mean? That won't save your life. You know
what's funny is this is less than a tank of gas.
Oh, well,
and it could save your life.
Easy. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or save you some heartache with an infection because you didn't clean it properly or whatever this
Yeah, you do have a triple antibiotic in there. You have alcohol pads. You have, this and that, Band-Aids. It's good enough to do small stuff. Now, if something major happens...
Yeah, you're not doing surgery on the trail.
Please.
Yeah.
Try to get signal and try to get somebody out there. You know what I mean? So I do want to come up with a bigger kit. Like a backpack style.
That'd be cool.
So much more stuff. Like gunshot wound stuff.
Oh, you could... Quick clot, all that kind of stuff. You could just go crazy if you had to.
Well, the thing is people are like, oh, I wouldn't know, what to do with all the equipment. But, if you... wheel with people that actually have these skills, like our friend Allie Venture, she's actually going to school to be like an EMT ER nurse and all this other kind of stuff. So like she's getting the medical training and she's going to do it as a profession similar to you.
Yeah.
And those types of people, if they're like, oh, if I only had this, usually they have it though.
Yeah, they're usually prepared.
But like, always bring your own stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, like if maybe somebody there will know how to use it or something.
Maybe it's not accessible to them quickly or something.
Yeah, maybe they're the one who rolled their car and they can't.
And they're unconscious. They can't say, "Hey, go get this back."
I always tell people when I start talking about what I'm doing with this and everything, and I tell them like, this is medical equipment. They're like, "Oh yeah, well, I'll think about it." I'm like, "You don't need it until you do."
Yeah, exactly.
And for $60, buy one.
Yeah.
And replace it like what, once a year maybe?
I would say once every 2 years or so.
Yeah, I mean, exactly. Yeah. So what I would do is I would buy two, obviously, but then I'd rotate them out and buy one every other year if they last 2 years. You know what I mean? And just kind of rotate.
Start rotating them out. So the purpose of these two is for you to put your own stuff into them. There's still a lot of room in these to where you can add your own, whether you like your own gauze or you want to have more of these. Because of, whatever reason. So that's the purpose. You want to be able to. I want to encourage people to start carrying medical equipment.
Just in general,
In general. It doesn't even matter if you're overlanding or just going to work.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You could just be going down the freeway.
Exactly.
Go south.
You never know.
No.
You never know when you might need it. So that's the purpose of this.
Yeah, man.
I like it a lot.
I mean, even like we go out and we shoot guns. You know what I mean?
Same.
Like you go out and you shoot guns and you never know when something's going to happen. Maybe there's like somebody over on BLM land, somebody actually shoots himself in the foot or whatever.
Did you see that video of the dude?
I've seen so many videos.
I know. This one popped up today. I saw, and it was a black guy shooting an AR, and he was shooting some tannerite.
Oh yeah,
and it came flying back and hit him in the face, and he turns around and go, I don't know what he says. Like,
his sunglasses flew off,
and it was just gushing it down his face. The airbags went off in the car, everything. But dude, that could happen quick. And I wonder if any of them had a medical pouch on him, dude. He's bleeding out right there,
Absolutely
dude.
Not.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was kind of funny. Well, funny, assuming he's okay.
Oh yeah, we hope he's okay, but obviously.
But it was interesting because he was acting like a badass.
Yeah. I think.
And then he's like, yeah. And then he turns around and he shoots it, and it took him a couple hits. By the way, he didn't hit the target that right
at 40 yards.
Yeah, and then he hits it. And he had his glasses on and everything, and all of a sudden, in an instant, he had no glasses on. He was in a total state of shock, and his eyebrow just starts bleeding crazy.
Similar situation with the fridge. Have you seen
that?
Yeah, the door
that just flies to the. He's hiding behind a tree.
Yeah,
Joe Rogan was actually just talking about that on his podcast. Yeah,
he just busted into the tree and it was like, dude, if that tree wouldn't have been there, it
would
have jacked you up.
Dead.
Yeah.
Don't mess around with tannerite, kids. Know what you're doing.
Yeah.
At least. But I mean, hey,
I was going to say, good old God.
I would love to.
But I mean, as long as you have some sort of medical bag in some fashion, you can start treating things.
Crazy. You can go to Target, Walmart,
Oh, yeah. Get something simple.
Get something simple.
Yeah.
Just carry with you. Go camping, even if it's just beach camping, doesn't matter. Just have anything. I encourage people to have medical stuff with them.
Yeah.
Something.
Yeah, when I worked construction forever, and we always have
people always getting hurt.
Dude, I don't know how many times I had to break out the medical kit out of my truck, dude. At least once a week, there's somebody cutting something, or if it's just from a simple cut to losing a finger to all kinds of crazy shit, dude. And we're calling an ambulance, but in the meantime, we're gonna try and keep you, from bleeding out right now. Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah,
hold pressure, whatever it is.
I went to a couple first aid trainings. Recertified every year.
Oh yeah.
Because I was at the place I was working at, you had to have so many people that were certified, so they paid for it.
Yeah.
So I was like, might as well, you know?
Yeah.
Was this like a survival class, or was this like an EMT class, or
No,
what?
it was just a CPR
your
class.
basic-
Oh, CPR.
Yeah,
Yeah,
CPR certified. I mean,
and then
it's real basic. But
defibrillator training and all that.
the thing is that like what you learn is to like keep calm and like understand what's around you.
That's the number
and
one thing.
Who can help you? Like you make the phone call. I'm gonna hold the pressure. You do. You know what I mean?
You start delegating. That's
Yeah.
the number one thing. If something is going down, if you're the one that kind of feels like you know what you're doing, take control of the situation. Start delegating. People are just mostly like standing with their eyes open, like
Or with their phones filming it.
exactly.
World star.
And they're just waiting for somebody to take charge and say, "Hey,
Yeah,
you
do this." And
you
they'll
do that.
respond.
Exactly.
Like, okay, I got
In
it.
every
You know,
situation.
Give me water. Okay.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Even if they hate each other, it
Yeah.
doesn't matter. Hey,
Shit changes
go
quick.
grab me this. Exactly.
Yeah. So I mean, we're not carrying defibrillators or anything.
No,
like that.
no, nothing that great. What?
I mean, I got some
I got some jumper
cables.
cables. Yeah, exactly.
Attach them to his nipples.
Yeah. Start tandeming batteries. You know,
Clear.
enough volts to clear somebody.
Shit.
Yeah, man.
Get my solar panels out. No.
Adventure Power Solutions. Shout out, Tony.
I need the sun. I need the sun for the solar panel.
Get out of the shade. You're blocking it.
yeah.
Trying to save a life here. Yeah. Oh man.
It does
yeah.
happen. And you know what? It happens even to the most experienced people. I've
yeah.
seen
Like going into shock. Like, oh my god.
you kind of freeze in a way, and you don't mean to do this. This is human nature.
Yeah.
You know, you kind of freeze and you're like, oh, I'm the one that's supposed to be reacting.
Yeah, you're in shock, you know, a little
Exactly.
bit.
It
Yeah.
happens to everyone.
Oh, yeah.
It happens to everyone, and it's just part of the game.
Yeah.
Some things for some people are very traumatic, you know, and for somebody in a medical field, you don't really think about what you're doing in a moment.
Yeah, you kind of click it off and then just kind of go
Especially
to
if you're
work.
once you clock in,
Yeah.
a lot of people it's shut off, and so they're in the hospital, you know, ambulance, whatever it is, and literally just something happens, you just react, and that gets very repetitive.
Yeah, then it becomes, especially if you're exposed to it all the time.
Exactly.
Whereas, you know, like Ben or I who, you know, don't deal with it on the regular, you know.
Yeah, but even then, sometimes you experience so much, and then sometimes you forget, you know, whatever, and then you're like, you're caught off guard and whatever, and it's like, oh shoot, I'm the experienced person
some
here.
shit right now.
Yeah. I'm supposed to be handling this.
Exactly. So it does happen, you know.
Yeah.
But I always tell people, grab something, medical equipment, and if you don't know what it is, go to rescuegs.com.
There you go, baby. Get informed.
So RESQGS.com for gear supply. Got it.
Right.
Okay.
Well,
Yeah.
multiple colors, all varieties.
Yeah, man.
Maybe in different sizes soon.
Yeah, definitely.
I
We'll
even
make
dropped a dad joke earlier because he brought over some medical pouches and everything, and one of them was camouflage.
Oh,
I was
yeah.
like, how are you supposed to find it, bro?
Yeah. Might have a hard time with that one.
Yeah. No, they look awesome, man.
Thank you.
And you know, for $60 you can't go wrong.
Yeah.
So
I know. I like it. I like it a lot.
do you have him in your GX?
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Oh, I just dropped his rig. Let's talk about that. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
No, I mean, so like, I mean, you obviously, so you wheel.
Right.
So that's where you saw the need for it. And like Ben like dropped it here, snuck it in there. But yeah, you drive a GX?
GX470, 2005.
Okay. Okay.
470.
With the VVTI.
BVTI.
Yeah.
That's important.
That's important.
Yeah. Such a solid rig.
Yeah.
Super solid. Everything's beefy on them. So I got into Toyotas probably like 2015.
Okay.
Before that, I used to build Hondas. I was a Honda boy.
You were a tuner boy?
Oh, Honda boy.
shit.
Yeah.
Dude, well, how come we have so many guests on, like in the overland world
He's
and off-road world?
He's about the era of the tuning era.
I know,
You know what
exactly.
I mean? That's
but
why.
so many guests that we have on grew up in that as well.
And move on to off-roading.
Yeah.
It's happening a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's either goes two ways. You can either go the BMW way and the Porsche way, or you can go into the off-road way.
Yeah.
You know, I noticed a lot of people.
Or you can actually do a Porsche Cayenne.
Best of both
and
worlds.
off-road
I
it.
have seen some of those, and they're awesome.
Yeah, I've been dreaming over here for a while.
Yeah.
Our buddy Ernie is building one up right now. It's really nice.
Come with V8, some of them, right?
Well,
Some of them.
you can get there's a V6, there's a V8 naturally aspirated, and there's a twin turbo V8.
That's the one that I saw. Twin turbo V8, 4.8, I believe, or something like that.
Yeah, it's like a
Something
4. Well, it depends on what year, but 4.8 is like the newer generation ones. Yeah.
And I heard their 4x system or all-wheel drive system, whatever it is like really awesome for off-roading.
Yeah,
Oh,
they're
yeah.
actually pretty solid. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's developed by Volkswagen and Porsche, and it's all the same company.
Yeah.
And the Touareg is like the equivalent.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah.
That's awesome. So 2015, I was building 300 horsepower Hondas, you know, with a little B series motor and 12 pounds of boost on turbo. You know,
VTEC, baby.
Oh yeah, that was all about the VTEC.
Yeah.
And
Put a chip in it, get that extra little power, man.
exactly. And you know what? I kept
Like an eBay chip.
Hey, man, my RPMs jumped.
That was, you know, what's so funny is they used to have this thing that went in your intake tube, and it was like a turbo.
The tornado,
fan.
dude.
I remember that.
The tornado.
Did that actually ever work?
They
dude.
used to sell it at AutoZone.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, it was everywhere. And
would
they used to supposedly like spin.
Yeah, it would spin the air
Yeah.
into your intake.
into your
and
intake. Yeah.
So stupid.
I know. That's what I thought was so funny. I was like, I got to talk to somebody who actually purchased
It would no, it would actually like I think it claimed it gives like 5 extra horsepower and better
K&N
fuel.
K&N air filter
Can't.
dropping claims 5 to 10 horsepower.
Yeah.
They're all full of it.
Anyways,
Maybe I need to add, maybe I need to add one to my my truck.
I need to get that turbo fan for
Isn't
the
that what's
intake.
in the
Turbo fan.
yeah that little fan, spinny fan? You got one of those in the snorkel upgrade on top of your snorkel.
Oh, that's
got
right.
a little
Yeah,
Oh, the
spinner.
little
in it.
circle one you were talking
Yeah,
about?
yeah, it's
The mushroom, yeah. That's what I
Yeah,
got.
It spins.
I got that on my Colorado.
There you
yeah.
go.
I heard those
You got
things are
one?
like awesome for like
Oh, they're
dirt and all that. Keeps it out, right?
They're so
Yeah.
rad for dirt.
Snorkel upgrade, man.
Yeah.
You got to check it out. I bought one because my other buddy had one on his Tacoma, and he had like 0 dirt on his air filter.
Yeah, I had like this old thing. Like nobody can see it here, but it's one of those old clear plastic
Oh, yeah.
poppers for your snorkel.
Yeah.
And like I remember we went somewhere and like it was just filled to here with like dirt and water and mud and shit. I'm like, holy fuck, dude! Like if it can get in here like that, that's
It'll be all-
crazy, dude.
It'll be on your intake box.
Yeah, eventually, you know.
Yeah.
And but that other one, it spits it right back out and stuff. It's pretty sweet.
Yeah, I actually I had one. I was putting it on mine, and it kind of snapped a little bit. The plastic, totally fixable, totally usable. It was cosmetic, but I also didn't really want it. I just spent like $250 on this thing, right?
Yeah.
$200.
Yeah, they're not cheap.
And I emailed the guy, and he warrantied it out, and he's like, "No, just keep it." And so I was like, "Hey, Jared, you want it for yours?"
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, and I just got an
So you put it
adapter
on his,
for it
you
and it fit.
yeah, dude. So he bought him an adapter. Yeah.
Score. That's my budget build right there. Baby.
There you go.
Yeah, and that's why this
up.
one's on the table.
Yeah, he's sitting here now, and the other one's on the truck. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So you went from Hondas to
yeah, sold the Hondas and
Like Civics.
yeah,
Did you ever have like a EG hatch or EK?
I had a when I tell you I had like probably like close to like 20 Hondas, I'm not exaggerating.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, I was that guy that was like kind of getting them, building them, and whether trading them or selling them or doing whatever with them. I
Every
was
from like
always
the
doing
SIs and the
Go to
EXs.
Race Wars.
to the-
You know what? I never really did stuff
sold.
like that. I did.
No?
I used to throw a lot of car meets and do this and that. To me, it was more about the vibe.
the hang.
Yeah, I was all about that. Like, hey, just meet people with
showing
same.
off your cool shit.
Exactly.
kicking
And
it,
then
yeah.
I got tired of people trying to steal my stuff.
Oh, dude, that's
You know.
bad, dude. I had to.
Steal your stuff.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah. Honda stuff. They want to steal that stuff everywhere.
So
Oh,
they
they're
go to a
very
car
s-
meet, check out which cars they want to
Oh,
steal from, follow you
absolutely.
home, and just jack your shit.
I
at
walked
night.
on people trying to steal my car like more than twice. You
When I
know,
was in,
walked out and they're actively like in the dashboard,
Yeah,
just
digging
trying.
away.
Yeah, I'm like, dude, like I can't be doing this, bro. So sold that, and part of my life, I grew up in Guatemala, and so
Oh, wow.
yeah,
All right.
out there, Toyota is king.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. Hiluxes and shit.
Oh my
Get
god,
the good
diesel everywhere.
Yeah.
Hiluxes, Toyota, first gen, second gen, third gen Toyotas.
Yeah, they're still on the road.
Yes, they're all out there, by the way. Every third gen pickup that used to be here in the States, they're all out there.
Yeah, they get shipped down there.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yep. And so I got into that stuff because as a child, started growing up with Toyotas, and so I'm like, let me find one. So found an eenine extra cab with a 22 RE in it.
Okay.
Ooh, yeah.
Solid.
Right, bone stock.
Did you get that
Nothing
rev
done to
limiter?
Bunch of squirrels fighting each other.
Right.
So true.
Yeah, and got that. Did a spacer lift on it. You know,
Yeah, yeah.
33s like the next week, right? Just
Oh, right away.
right away.
yeah.
Probably the same day I ordered my stuff from like Summit Race. I can't remember. And so I slap everything on and I texted a couple of my buddies I'd just gotten rigs to. They had probably like 6 more months than I did. And I'm like, hey, I got my rig. I'll just go to Cleghorn.
Oh,
Oh, Cleghorn was my first one
Yeah.
too. Yeah.
pop your
Yeah,
cherry
let's
too,
go,
huh?
let's go. So I'm cool, right? I get down. I turn on my hubs, 4x. I'm ready
Yeah.
to 4x.
Lock the hubs,
Gotta lock the
baby.
hubs.
You gotta lock the hubs. Start heading up there. open diffs, nothing. I know nothing about real off-roading.
Right.
And first obstacle that you come up in Cleghorn is that big tower, that power.
Yeah, that's the playground. Yeah.
So my buddies are going up it, and they're like, all right, go for it. So I choose the worst line. The one with all the holes in it. You're all this amber.
And you're open diff.
Oh, my. I'm brand new BFGs, right? I'm cool, bro.
I'm ready to go.
Get out of my
all
way.
trains on. Yeah, right.
So I started going, and not even 20 seconds in, my rig is completely like off cambered, right? And
You're about to roll it.
And I
Free-wheel motion.
start bouncing, and I'm thinking like, oh, I'm getting up it, but
Fuck the axles.
dude. I'm not even joking. I hear a boom.
Ooh, snapped it.
Exploded my right side axle
Yeah. I called it. Yeah.
with my tie rod.
Oh.
So they're like, oh, like all my buddies and stuff. And so I go in reverse, right? I start reversing, and he's like, your right tire is not really moving. Oh.
Yeah, yeah.
Completely no steering on. And I'm like, what am I going to do? So luckily my buddy, he's super cool guy. He's like, oh, let's take care of it. Let's go down to Fontana from Cleghorn.
Yeah.
Go to the auto
Just right
parts
down the
store.
hill.
So I'll go down there, go hit up a couple auto zones. None of them, they really had what I needed.
Yeah.
The sheath that goes between the two tire rods, there's a little sheath that goes between it.
Yeah.
Spin it.
They spin into it. Yeah.
And
Little coupler there. Yeah.
was completely seized, right? So I knew I had to get another one because it was like, there's no way I'm going to be able to get this thing off up there.
Yeah, just get the whole
with
new
just
thing.
basic
Yeah,
hand
you'd be
tools.
fighting it. Yeah.
Exactly. So I end up just finding it somehow, and this takes hours.
Oh yeah, running around.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, we've been
Hours.
there. Yeah.
So you were up there in the morning.
I'm talking about like maybe 10 a.m.
Okay.
So it wasn't even early.
Yeah. You've been
You
up
know.
there for a bit. Yeah.
10 a.m. And then I come down, start doing all that. By the time we headed back up, it's 4.
Yeah. But the whole day's gone. Yeah.
Yeah. And some of the guys are still waiting up there. They're like, oh, we'll just chill here.
They waited all day.
Exactly.
Damn. All right.
Super cool
They
people.
have an awning.
I get up
Yeah.
there.
Also, right.
This was
the beers. They're
before,
good.
This was before I think like this movement caught on.
Yeah. If you're
Yeah.
in the 15,
Yeah.
16s, yeah, then
I was doing Cleghorn in 2014. I think is what it was.
And there wasn't really much into the camping.
Yeah, more
I saw
off-roading
more
and wheeling.
people, exactly, wheeling more than camping. At least my age group or people that I hung out with. And so get up there and I fix it myself, and I'm on 2-wheel drive because my axle's still completely blown. I'm not going to replace that out there. And they're like, okay, well, we can head back down or we can keep going. Let's keep going.
yeah.
Dude, ended up being an awesome trip.
Oh, I bet.
Turned dark, and
Yeah.
they took some turns that weren't supposed to take for me.
Oh,
I'll make
yeah.
it back.
I know what
They
you're talking
let
about.
you
There's a
on
lot
the-
of offshoots.
Yeah.
If you don't take the right one, you're going to be on an offshoot the whole way.
I ended up in the offshoot where your mirror is against the wall.
Yeah, the
Dragging it.
dirt
Yeah, the
wall.
off-
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm on 2-wheel drive. This is my first time out there. It's
And you
getting
do the
dark,
drop off too.
and I'm over here
The
like,
fuck is this, dude?
I don't know if this is for me.
I'm back
Yeah,
to Hondas.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll stay on
100%.
pavement. you know?
Right.
But no, got down, and that was my first rig, and I love that thing. But I always felt like I needed more power.
Yeah,
Yeah.
22 RE.
Yeah,
It's a
ended up
solid
getting
motor, but yeah, it's a little
a
underpowered.
little after that. I ended up getting a 04 Tacoma 4-door with a supercharger.
Oh,
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
I still have that to this day.
Oh, do you
Yeah.
really?
sick.
I still have that. My dad
I
drives
should
it
have kept
around here,
mine,
and
dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, first gen Tacoma, bought it from a coworker, stole it.
Yeah.
You know, yeah.
They didn't know what they had. Yeah.
No, so I had that 22 RE like I was talking about, and then he saw me. He's like, "Oh, I have a Toyota as well." I'm like, "Oh, what you have?" He's like, "Oh, it's a silver one out there." So I checked it out one day. I'm like, "Oh, that's cool."
Yeah, it's all right.
It's just downplay.
Couple weeks
I mean,
later,
it could be better.
yeah, it was bone stock, nothing
Yeah.
really. And I was like, "Hey, you think about selling that thing?" He goes, "I don't know." He goes, I just use it to go to school. He's like, "I don't really use it for anything."
What a waste.
And I was like, "Let me check it out." So that same day, he took me out there. He's like, "It has this little turbo thingy." And
Turbo thingy.
I'm like, turbo thingy. I'm like, what is he talking about? Pops the hood, TRD supercharger sitting
Oh,
right on top of
dude.
that motor, right?
Those are rare.
So
Yeah.
I'm like, I open the hood. I'm like, oh, don't know what that is.
Yeah.
You notice how he said coworker, not friend?
Yeah, I don't talk to him.
Right. Yeah.
I don't talk to him. And so I ended up stealing that thing. I'm like, yep, I'll take it. So I had 2 trucks for a while. The 22 RE was kind of like my daily kind of go to work type of thing. And my
good
Tacoma
gas.
was more a little bit more like I put more trains on it and more wheeling, more power, getting to further places kind of thing. More reliable too.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, I'm sure.
Except for your lower ball joint.
Yeah.
that happened to me.
Oh, you too. Huh?
Absolutely. That, you know what? And luckily it happened to me at a place to where I was safe enough.
Yeah.
I've seen people that happens to on a freeway.
Yeah, high speed.
Yeah. For me, I was pulling out of a Big Five parking lot.
Oh,
I'm going in reverse, and all of a sudden my truck just falls. Boom.
Bink.
Yep.
Done.
And then your wheel like wraps around
So
in the wheel well.
I thought, I'm like, you're such an idiot. You forgot to tighten the lug nuts.
Oh,
Right? So I'm
yeah.
sitting in my truck. I'm pissed at myself. And I'm like, dude, I know you forgot to tighten the lug nuts.
You were just
what
fucking
happened?
with it, yeah.
And so I'm like, okay. I get out there. I'm pissed. I look at it. I'm like, what the hell is going on here? The whole ball joint is completely
Fucking like, yeah.
apart.
Tires all flat.
Yeah. And I'm like, what am I going to do? And so I'm like, well, this is only like 4 bolts.
yeah.
Call my brother-in-law. I'm like, hey, are you home? Yeah, I'm home.
I think it's actually
he happens to
5.
be down the street, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
4.
happens to be down the street. And I'm like, hey, bring your jack, bro. Bring this. He's like, okay, shows up. Dude, got it done right then and there.
It's on the spot. Just,
Exactly. And so the next week, he sees somebody on the side of the road with a 4Runner, 3rd-gen 4Runner. And he's like, hey, you go all right or whatever? And he's like, yeah, something happened with my suspension. And he's like, oh, my brother-in-law can fix it for you, bro.
Of course. I got you, man.
Like,
Don't
what
worry
are
about
you
it.
talking about? So he calls me up. He's like, he sent me a picture and he's like, calls me. He's like, hey, this so and so, same thing happened to you. I was like, man, I don't have time to fix their stuff, bro. But yeah, it does happen, and it's a real thing.
Yeah, no,
yeah,
it happened to
me.
him on the
Happened to you?
Ramona
Oh, yeah.
Expressway. Yeah.
I got lucky because I was coming home from a trip. We were on Thomas Mountain, and I was camping with my dad and you.
Yeah.
And I was driving home, and I was like, man, I just replaced my ball joints. All of them. Tie rod ends, ball joints, upper, lower, everything. I was like, I have like 5,000 miles on these things. 5,000 to 8,000
new.
miles. I was like, they're like basically brand new. And
And didn't you have like the upgraded ones, like the Moog ones or something like that?
No, I didn't have Moog. I had something else. But
Like
anyway,
555 ones.
it was off Rock Auto. I don't know. Yeah. So, anyways, I'm driving home, and every turn I made is like, you know, like when you're turning, I was like, man, I wonder if that's my steering. Didn't know what it was. Anyways, it got really bad, and I was on the Ramona Expressway, and luckily, low speed. I was going like 2 miles an hour because this car in front of me was like stopped, and he wouldn't go, and I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna go around him. So I turn, not moving. So
I see.
and
Put
it
that
put
pressure
all
on
that. I'm glad I did it then because it was about to give, but it gave when I was going 0 miles an hour, 1, 2. Turned, and it goes, and it goes, boom, and my whole tire goes. Instead of turning like this, it went
Like underneath.
Yeah.
underneath, up and over,
Right.
And it dented up my fender and all that stuff. But I kind of like a little hammer
Right.
Yeah,
action, got it all
You need to
back
make,
together. It wasn't pretty anyway, but
Super common thing. with that.
right in the middle,
Crazy.
dude.
Yeah, super common.
And this cop pulls up and he looks at it, he's like, I'll block traffic. I'm like, thanks, bro.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Just keep extra ball joints in your truck if you have a first gen.
dude, somebody, I forgot who it was. They're going to kill me, but they upgraded their look. Oh, it was Eric
Mason.
Mason.
Yeah.
Yeah. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, brother.
Belated. As his Overland, he's got 3rd-gen 4Runner, and he was like paranoid about his lower ball joints. And so he ended up buying like the super upgrade.
Oh yeah, they have like a conversion kit, right? That turns them into like a almost like a
like a
hind joint,
uniball.
almost.
Yeah.
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 So he did that, didn't he?
Yeah. I think so.
I saw all the parts. I don't know if he actually installed it, but yeah.
He's always upgrading the shit out of that truck, dude.
And he needs to. It's got a lot of weight on it. So
it's heavy.
might as well. And he goes places.
Yeah.
And he only has 2-wheel drive.
Oh,
He still sends it. Yeah.
He sends it, bro.
Yeah,
He's got a locker though,
that's what does it say? This 4Runner has this Tacoma has the electronic rear locker.
Oh, the one you scored?
The 4-door is
Yeah.
a 4-door with the rear locker, supercharged.
I had an O2 with a factory rear locker, a quad cab, but I didn't have the supercharger.
Yeah,
The supercharger. Be
I really think if I ever sell that thing, I'm ripping that supercharger off.
yeah. Pull it off.
Yeah.
Why not?
You could
Honestly,
probably sell it
'cause
separately for like a couple grand.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah. Easy.
I've seen some guys posted for $3,000
Yeah.
used, and it's like brand new.
It needs to be rebuilt.
Exactly. Yeah.
Well, there was a guy I met at a gas station, and he pulls up in a 3rd-gen 4Runner. It was like really nice, and I go, "Oh, that's really nice." And he's like, "You want to see something?" I was like,
I don't know.
We're at a gas station. We just met. Yes.
Absolutely.
And he's like, I just scored this for $500 at a pick apart.
What?
And he ripped it off of whatever the Tacoma or
They
whatever
sold
it was
it by
the
weight
Supercharger.
or something?
Lucky.
Yeah, he ripped it off he saw it and he picked it, and then he was like, "This is going on my third gen."
No way.
$500.
There's third gen Forerunner forums on Facebook and everything, and they're always like talking to each other about what cars at what yard or whatever.
Oh,
what
really?
Apart. Yeah, they're always telling each
I
other
didn't
like,
get on
"Hey,
that shit, dude.
they're always late." They'll be like, "Hey, this truck just showed up yesterday at 5 p.m. If you show up there at 6 a.m., you'll be the first one there." And they show up and it's
Gone.
completely stripped.
Oh, yeah.
It's like,
Oh,
where
yeah.
did these people get these?
Dude, they jump on it quick. Well,
Yeah.
the guys that work there too, a lot of them
yeah.
know, so they'll fucking pull what they want, and then
100%, especially Toyota stuff. It
Oh, yeah.
sells. Everything sells.
Yeah, I was trying to track down a transfer case for my Tundra, and I couldn't find one anywhere. I find one, and dude's like, "Oh yeah, so I'll sell it to you for $700." And I'm like, "Okay, sweet." And then like he'll call me back like 15 minutes later, like, "Oh yeah, sorry, that one's gone, but I got another one for $850." I'm like,
Oh,
"Get the-
jeez.
what? Get fucked, dude." No,
You magically acquired
all
a
of
new
a sudden,
transfer case,
but I got a
Basically
second
just
one. I'll
boosted
sell
the
you,
price,
and it's
dude.
twice the price. So,
Yeah.
no.
He's like, I know what I have. No low ballers.
Yeah,
Yeah. It happened a lot during the pandemic.
Oh, yeah.
dude. Because you couldn't
Yeah.
find shit, and like there was like even like you couldn't get new stuff because the shipping containers, nothing's
Everybody
coming
was
in.
taxing so much for everything.
That was bullshit, dude.
Yeah. I mean, I was one of them too.
Yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I mean? Everybody probably sold one or two things and made a little bit of a couple $100.
Little come up and
I sold my Tacoma too low, and I sold it during the
Yeah.
pandemic.
Oh, did you?
Oh, yeah.
I had a Subaru Crosstrek and it was a lease, but I still did method wheels on it and BFGs and stuff because originally that was going to be my camping go-to national parks and stuff,
Yeah,
whatever.
cruiser,
good gas
good
mileage.
gas mileage.
Cruise it.
Exactly. Reliable too,
Yeah.
turn it on and go. Ended up leasing it for 3 years. And so I had to return it back to Subaru like around 2020.
Ooh,
And,
right before the chip shortage.
It was actually happening as I was returning
Okay.
it. Yeah, it was
Okay.
like towards the end of 2020, right? So I had like 6 months left on my lease. So Subaru is like, "Oh, bring it in for an inspection. 'Cause I'm gonna return it for a lease." So I go there for an oil change, and they're like, "Oh, we'll do the inspection." I'm like, "Okay." He looks at it and he's like, "Oh, we need to replace the windshield. We need to replace this." and
What?
that." I'm like, "What's wrong with the windshield?" He's like, "Oh, you have a little chip here and it messes with the sensors." And dude, there was nothing there.
Get the fuck out of here.
There was nothing there. And I'm like, dude, I'm not going to pay all this money or whatever.
He wanted you to like see a big bill and then release a new
Yes.
vehicle.
Yeah.
That's what they do, dude.
Exactly. And so I was like, no,
Handle
I'm
it.
good. Dude, I got on CarMax right then and there. I sold that thing and made thousands of dollars.
Yeah, just
On top.
more than what you would have paid
Exactly.
for it.
It's
Yeah.
like I drove the car for free for 2.5 years.
Right?
And it was like, what is happening? And it was happening across the whole country.
Oh, yeah.
I wish I sold my car when I
See-
thought about it. I'm like but then I got to go buy something else.
And everything else was super high. So actually, I
Yeah.
ended up getting the GX actually probably like 2 weeks before I sold the Subaru because that was my
So
plan.
you got it before the GXs blew up with like
I got it, I
Overpriced?
think, when it was starting to blow up.
yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, I was looking at
They went
them
sky
back
high.
in like 2014, 2015, and they were going for like $6,000 to $8,000.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Now, like 20 something.
Triple.
Yeah, easy, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bonkers.
Yeah. They're super expensive. And honestly, I wanted a Forerunner, a new one. That was my thing. And it's like, started looking and researching, and the prices were just crazy on them. And I was like, I can't
Foreigners
spend.
are bonkers.
Have you seen them now?
Yeah.
It's even more stupid.
Well, they've gone down a bit, but like for a while there, I was looking. I'd go into a dealer lot and I'd look at like one. It'd be like 70 grand.
Like the markups on them were insane from the dealership. It wasn't
Maybe we get
from
20 grand
Toyota.
markup.
Exactly. For what?
Yeah.
And
Oh,
so,
it's
Because they
desirable.
can.
and these
Yeah.
guys, they were not negotiating.
Oh, they didn't give a
They
fuck.
weren't. They didn't care about any. They're like, hey, I want to check this Forerunner, but I don't want to pay this markup. Can we come?
Come on,
They're
I'll,
like,
I'll take
all
it
right,
right
right.
now if you can.
Yeah, come together. I mean, work with me here. Nope. Sorry. That's what they would
Because
tell
there's
you.
stupid people out there still paying
Yes,
for it.
and there was a lot of that.
Yeah.
A
Yeah,
lot
and
of-
they drove up prices.
And now we're gonna all pay for that.
And now we're paying 70 grand
Yeah.
new for a Forerunner,
Right.
regardless.
Yeah, that's just
matter
the
what it
standard
is.
now. It's
Yeah.
not even a markup. It's, we can get that, so fuck them.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ended up doing that and got the GX, and I was like, you know what, this GX, I'm gonna put some money into it because I feel like all my other trucks and stuff, I would go like the cheap way. That was that guy finding deals and not really running good lights, Amazon specials or whatever, And I was let me go on this one, and I had like 3 months to get it together because I was gonna do my first camping.
Oh yeah, so you have a trip
So
planned?
for me, it was like I wanted to do camping and I wanted to do all that, but life and all that just gets in the way for me.
Oh, yeah.
It just never happened. And always an excuse in school and work and this and that.
Busy. Yeah.
So it got to the point in my life to where I was like, hey, I'm going to start doing this. I don't care what it takes. And so that's when the GX came in, and I was like, I'm going to put money into this.
Yeah.
So an event was coming up within like the first 3 months. It's called Pure 4x4.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I
So
think they got another one coming up soon too.
yeah, they do
Okay.
in August.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, you know what? Let me get together with this and let me make it happen. So I go ahead and spend a bunch of money onto it, and I'm trying to hurry up because nothing's available.
Yeah. Good luck getting anything.
You know?
Yeah.
Springs and struts and wheels and this and that, and I get a roof rack, and I want to look cool. I want to look the part, but I also want to have
Yeah. Well,
equipment.
yeah.
You know, me and my lady go to Walmart and ball out.
Yeah.
Daisy's having a little episode over there. I don't know what's going on.
Having fun over the dog. All right. Sorry.
Ball out at Walmart, you know, start buying all kinds of stuff that you
you
don't
walk
need.
through-
I mean,
do
I go
need
back
this?
now and we're like, oh my God, why do we have, is this bear spray? What is this?
Yeah,
I don't need 4 of them.
Dude, every
one for
single
every door.
time. Yeah. Like every single time like somebody's new to this whole thing, they
Yeah.
end up like overbuying
Yeah.
and then just like slimming down
I
immediately.
was there. I have like multiples
did
of
it.
everything, dude.
I have bins that I was like, I don't need any of this stuff. You know?
Oh, yeah.
And so I ended up doing like a trial camp the week before to Lake Cuyamaca.
Yeah. Cuyamaca over there. Yeah.
We did an overnight over there just to make sure we had a lot of the equipment. And then the next weekend after
Smart
that, it was
test run.
Pure 4 by. Yeah, exactly. It was Pure 4 by. And
Up at Holcomb Valley.
Holcomb Valley. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a rad one.
Yeah. So we ended up going up there. And like I said, we don't really know anything about camping. It's kind of like our first time. We have a small dog and we're just out there, right? Beautiful place. And we end up parking at some random spot, you know, and there's other people around, but we're not really too close to
Yeah,
them
they're
or
off
whatever.
the distance a bit. Yeah.
Yeah. And so it's like, oh, it's cool. It's fun. And the Pure 4x4 guys, they run this thing pretty legit. They have DJ over there and they have giveaways.
It's a party.
It's
Yeah.
a party over there. But if you want to hang out and just chill, come
your
on
own
this
thing.
side, or
Yeah.
you know, you can do your own thing. And then my other family member pulls up, and he has a little small trailer, and he opens the back and bottles,
Oh shit.
bottles.
Yeah.
And so
brought the
everybody starts kind of,
Yeah.
that's a nice setup. He's like, oh, and he's this type of person that is like, oh, everybody needs to drink.
Yeah.
Everybody
Yeah.
can have from my stuff. You can have it. I don't
Rad.
care. You know, he's that type of guy. So we start drinking, and other people around us start forming a little circle. And next thing you know, it's midnight, and everybody's still going.
Yeah.
The Pure 4x4 guys shut it down over there.
Oh, you
and they all move over to us. So we're partying.
You're the part. Yeah.
And this happened within an
Yeah.
hour or two, right?
Oh, yeah.
And it's like the best time,
Oh, right.
right? People are getting smashed.
Yeah.
Throwing up on the trees. And it's day one.
Day one.
You're like, bro,
usually
this
when
is
it happens
Friday
is day
night.
one.
Yeah.
You realize there's Saturday night
Yeah.
too,
Yeah.
right?
Well, everybody's hung over Saturday night. So.
Oh yeah.
So we all go to bed, I guess, 3, 4 a.m. I can't even remember.
Right.
And you have those morning people that wake up at 7.
Yeah.
You know,
Fuck those guys.
That's
as
me.
soon as the sun
Making coffee. Yeah.
as soon as the sun comes up, they start waking up.
Yeah,
That's
They're
him.
bumping music and stuff, which is fine. But to us, it's like, dude, I just fell asleep, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
we're having a horror. We're like, oh, all jacked up. That same night, the next night, we end up not having the same thing, but we created a small group
All right.
that to this day we still go camping all the time.
That's rad.
That's cool, man.
Ended up
Yep.
some of the best people.
Dude, you meet the raddest people
Yeah.
out there.
Yeah, we call each other camp crew.
Yeah,
you know?
I like
We're part
that.
of
Probably
the
have a
camp crew.
group chat. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, we're going this weekend. Yeah.
Yeah, we all talk to each other in a group chat, and then different people from different backgrounds,
Yeah.
all from all over SoCal, and we go places together. We have another couple that we hang out with all the time, and we've gone to Mexico with them on vacation. We've gone a bunch of different places. They came for Christmas and New Year's, and it's like, dude, they're family.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I met them camping,
That's cool, man.
you know?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, we've met a lot of people that way too.
Yeah,
I mean,
like a lot
at
of our-
events and stuff. I mean, a lot of our friends,
Yeah, our close friends.
Close friends,
just in
like,
general
they-
now. Yeah.
yeah, they just started listening to our podcast, and then they ended up coming on.
yeah, we meet
and
them
ended up camping with
somewhere,
them.
then-
It's
yeah.
like,
yeah,
yeah,
it's all about the vibes.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's like
it's a rad community too, because everybody's like very positive, you know. Everybody like willing to help you out. It's like, oh, dude, we got some food over here. You hungry and shit? Like, yeah, everybody's.
We go all out. We feast. Sometimes we eat better camping than at home.
Oh no, 100%.
Yeah, we were popping up
forward to
with
that
ribeye steaks. Like, bro, what is this?
I don't eat that shit at home, dude. I'm eating like top ramen and spaghetti.
I'll never forget. Like, we were out at Mojave Trail. We were doing it over like four days, and Jeff, who has a GX 470 as well. He's like, yeah, I got these like lamb shanks, and we're cooking like lamb over the open fire, dude. It was the best lamb I ever had, dude. And he's a good cook too. And same thing with her.
Have that person on every on every crew. Somebody needs to be like the cook. Luckily that's for not us, me. we have a couple of those in our group. You know, that are like really get down on anything.
And they like it. They're like, dude, this is what I'm about. This is why I like to go out off road. So
enjoy it.
Make this fucking bomb ass meals on nothing. You know.
Yeah, one of the, last year's event, we had a huge group of guys come, and they were doing like a bachelor party / camp event.
Oh wow!
For them and a bunch of dudes, and they're like, "Hey, we're gonna do Korean barbecue night."
Oh.
I'm like, how are you gonna do that? So my buddy Kyle has a rig, solar and everything. We started running like 4 rice cookers off of that thing. Yeah, I'm like, yo, what are you guys doing? He's like, oh, we're cooking rice. They're over there and they're cleaning this. And they show up with, I'm not even joking, like 40 pounds of meat, just bags. So and I'm like, dude, who is this food for? They're like, it's for us.
Yeah, we're
everybody.
You mean like everybody? Because it makes no sense. Everybody. Yeah. And everybody came over and just started eating. Best time.
Everybody's happy. Yeah. Full bellies. Just
That's what it is. I mean, food brings people together. You know, if you're feasting, you're drinking, you're hanging out. There's a campfire. I mean, that's honestly like what we started doing, is just kind of hanging out, and we met so many friends along the way. I'll never regret it.
No,
you know what I mean?
No.
That's so many rad people.
Never regret it. Never regret camping. I tell everybody.
Even when I have a bad time, like if something breaks or something goes wrong, I still had a good time.
Yeah.
I always think back at it as fun.
Well, yeah, we talk about like one of it. We tell the story quite often, but like even when his Land Rover broke down, we were going up to the snow in the backside of Big Bear on Pioneer Town. What is it?
Yeah, Burns Canyon.
Burns Canyon Road. Yeah. Like we still had a good time because like our buddy went to go get him a new battery or whatever, and he's like, "You hungry?" And I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "I got Oreos." I was like, "You thirsty?" I got Coors Light.
Yeah.
So we just kind of hung out.
It's so funny you say that because the Oreos are never not there for a camping trip.
Every trip.
Every trip we have Oreos, and everybody knows that we have Oreos. Yeah. And it's like a thing. Like, where are the Oreos at?
Who's got
so and so has them.
Oh, dude. Okay,
the Golden Thins, bro. Yeah.
Dude. No, so we had one time we were gonna make s'mores, but we ran out of graham crackers. So we decided to use.
I was high as shit, dude.
Dude, they were good, dude.
You guys started using Oreos.
Oreos. We split the Oreos, and you put the marshmallow in between the Oreos. They were. I don't know if it was just the circumstances, but they were bomb, dude.
Yeah, man.
So good, dude.
I just remember doing that. I was like so high.
Yeah. Shit. Oh, no, we were good.
Been there, done that.
Yeah.
It's like I think it tastes amazing. I don't know.
Oh, so good.
Wait till we're sober.
Yeah. And I had a beard at that time, and the marshmallows all in my dude. Oh, it's so terrible.
Oh, it was such a mess.
I had a beard bigger than Jared.
Yeah, he had
it was
a big
like,
old
massive Viking.
Yeah.
And now I keep it clean, trimmed up, because I have a professional corporate job. So, you know.
Gotta look the part. I don't care. Obviously. Yeah.
Awesome. So
what do you cook on? Do you have like a special?
Simple. No, I have a simple 2-burner Coleman.
Perfect.
Honestly, it works
does the
great.
job.
It does the job, and it's gotten us out of some situations to where it's like everybody runs out of propane or whatever, and it's like, oh, I'll have this little one with the little
green can.
Exactly. I have a couple green cans, and it makes it happen. Make some tacos on that or something simple.
Oh yeah, I bet I used that for years.
Yeah,
dude.
my buddy,
I still use it. Shit.
He runs the Scottle,
Yeah, really
too.
And we run it almost every time. Another guy, he has like a full kitchen on his back of his 4Runners. So we do that, with the pull house with the drawers and everything. Mm-hmm. Everybody brings something to the table to where we don't need to have all the equipment. Each rig doesn't need to have the equipment because everybody contributes.
Yeah, we do the same thing.
Yeah, we used to coordinate. It's like, hey, man, are you bringing your kitchen this time? Right. Okay, then I'm not going to bring mine. It's saving a space, Or who's got firewood? You got firewood? All right. Or, whatever.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, I'll bring the food because I got extra space and the cooktops and everything. You bring the alcohol.
Yeah.
And you bring the meat. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It works
You got to
out.
coordinate. In the beginning of this whole thing, we were everybody was getting their own thing, right? And it was like, dude, we were coming home with so much food.
Full fridge. Yeah.
It's like, I didn't even touch it because so-and-so brought this, and we started drinking. They forgot about dinner, which happens, you know?
Oh, yeah. But you never forget dessert, though.
No.
Yeah.
You always bring enough beer. Everybody, you got 5 people and they all bring enough beer to,
Yeah.
for everyone.
Yeah.
And then, how many, I don't need a case of beer for one nighter.
Exactly. So we all bring the bottle, 1 bottle each or whatever, and then it's the best time. I recently got a fridge, very recently.
Oh, okay.
So I was running the whole cooler with the
Ice
dry ice for a while, or regular ice
doing
for a
the dry
while.
ice. Okay.
Yeah. I was doing that for a little while, just kind of trying to keep everything cool. Mostly dry camping.
Yeah.
That's why I got the water port in the top now for the showers,
Nice.
extra water and all that,
That's a big one too.
Yeah.
Like what you said it.
I think it's 7 or 8 gallons.
Yeah.
Is the big long
That's
one.
nice.
So yeah, it's super nice. Very convenient too. I got a little small little USB bike pump.
Oh, yeah.
I just hook up there. I
Yep.
just hook up there and boom.
Doesn't take much.
No, it doesn't take much.
Nah. Yeah, you got
Runs
the little,
great.
we had like the kick-ass shower cube up there and
Yep.
stuff.
Take that shower.
I got the same thing.
Yeah.
I want those. I want one of those.
You know what? For what it is, it's fairly inexpensive.
Yeah, it's actually not.
I
that
think
bad.
$150 is what I paid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, the awnings alone cost hundreds,
Yeah.
depending on which one.
Yeah, what size and all that.
The one I have, Tractor Supply.
Okay. Oh, really?
I have the cheap one, and honestly, I've used it like 50 times, and it works great.
It's like one of those 6-foot ones that go straight out, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I used to have a couple of those, and then I had a Rome, and I sold it to Taco Trooper Rafa, and
Rums are really nice.
that's how we became friends. But he pulled up in a Civic Si, and I was like, "Oh, what's up, bro?"
You got VTech, bro.
Yeah. But
I've always had like the Land Rover is my budget build, so I have a lot of cheap parts like like the Amazon lights and all that kind of stuff, cheap awnings. But
You know,
they get
when it
pricey.
comes to building stuff, you can make it as expensive as you want or as cheap as you want, and you're still gonna have fun.
Yeah, you're still just going to the same
A
places.
lot of people think that you need to have this crazy rig with all kinds of stuff.
Nah.
And it's like, honestly, if you want to take a stock truck, maybe some tires, and just go out to the Mojave and spend one night out there and just come back, just make sure you have some equipment.
right?
You're good.
Yeah.
You're gonna have a blast.
some recovery gear.
Yeah, yeah,
Just in
definitely.
case.
Well,
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's as expensive as you want to make it, especially with camping stuff. A lot of people, you pay for convenience.
Yeah. Like we were talking about that air conditioning system before
Yes.
we got on the podcast.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like that's like an ultra convenience.
You pay for convenience. If you want to make coffee, but you don't want to take out the stove and all that, hey, get a jet boil.
Yep.
You know?
Dude, I literally just got a jet boil this year.
I refuse.
Yeah. Well, I got it for
I'm with you. I refuse myself,
It was
but
a
I'm not a
Christmas
coffee
present.
person, so I can say that.
Yeah. See, I like my coffee in the
I love
morning.
coffee.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was a gift because I wouldn't buy one for myself because they're kind of fucking expensive.
Yeah, they
so
are.
I'm like,
but you're paying for the convenience of having just that one single
instead of having to
burner.
take out my 2 burner, then I got to
Exactly.
take out my tea kettle, then I got where
Yeah,
I
but
can
you know
just
what?
fire it
As
up.
is Overland Eric, who we
Yeah.
were just talking about with the 3rd Gen 4Runner. We have a close group of friends, and he had like a white elephant gift type of gift exchange over
that
Christmas
little
time.
burner.
And his gift was like this little mini burner he got off of Amazon, and it's like this little cube that's about this big, and it reminds me of the MSR Whisper or something like that. And it was like $30 because I think our limit
Yeah, we had a
was like
limit on the-
$30 for the
yeah.
white elephant
For the
gift.
white elephant, yeah.
And he got it, and then I ended up winning that one, and I was like, this is perfect for like coffee in the morning.
Yeah. Simple.
It's butane, and then it just like freaking pops out, and it's like super compact and
it
like,
works.
super lightweight. Amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I already had like a little tea kettle
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
Put on top of
Perfect.
there.
Makes 2 cups of coffee. So if I'm with like, Jared or myself, whatever. Yeah, man.
See,
Yeah. You don't need to spend all the money on the fancy
you don't.
gadgets.
You
know?
don't need to spend all the money, and I tell people that all the time. But don't get me wrong. There's people out there that are, I'm gonna go all out. Hey, go for it, and let me know how it works because I want to try it out too one day. You know?
Yeah. Is it worth it?
yeah.
So that's our buddy
I wanna
Herb.
check it out.
Herb usually buys all the super expensive, nice stuff.
Yeah.
And then he's like, yeah, I'll sell it to you for like $50.
Yeah. That's how
You're
we
like,
get a lot
all
of our
right,
shit.
I'll do it.
I ended up with his Rome awning.
Yeah.
I ended up with a couple other of his items. And
Oh,
it
yeah.
was like,
Davos light.
I have his fucking drone, dude.
Yeah,
Oh,
I bought
dang.
the DJI drone from him, dude.
Yeah.
So he
We all need that friend. Yeah.
Yeah.
the depreciation happens, and then I buy it.
Yeah. The appreciation of, a couple weeks.
Yeah. Exactly.
Exactly. Yeah, because Herb he crashed the drone, and then he did the insurance claim, so it was a brand new drone.
Yeah, and he's like,
I was like, it's fucking brand new.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I have a couple drones myself, and
yeah.
they can be super awesome to use, but they can also get really, really like technical. You know, we want them to chase you and do all that stuff. It's like, yo, make sure there's no trees around you, make sure the sensors are working, and this
Dude, these
and that.
dudes make it look so fucking
Yeah.
easy, dude. Like they're like just seamlessly flying and making it all epic and shit. And I'm like, I go out there and I'm like, we're all over the fucking place, crashing and shit.
upside down?
Yeah, I'm like,
Remember the video we did last year, January, with Matt Kessler?
Oh, dude,
Secondhand overlay.
Yeah.
We did Kofa National Forest. Have you done that?
Oh, no,
in
no.
Arizona. It's
Yeah,
right
it's a
at
nice
the
one.
Quartzsite. It's right outside of Quartzsite. And he was doing all his like drone footage and everything. And there's this one scene where he's like literally following us, and he slams into a Palo Verde tree. Boom! He left it in his YouTube video. It's great.
I've done that before. I've ran into Sand Hollow,
Okay,
yeah.
yeah.
trying to go through the canyon. Yeah, right into it. And I hear on the radio, Eric, your drone's on the ground.
Yeah, I know.
Thank you. I'm running back there.
I put it there on purpose.
Yeah. One of my friends, he's running. He's actually getting really good with the drone. He's running the first person view, like
Oh, the
the
FPV.
FPV.
Yeah, he's
Dude.
doing that stuff now, and he's getting really good at it. And he's our social media guy, I would say,
Yeah.
like for the group, meaning like
That's always nice
he
to have,
gets all
too.
the shots.
Yeah, it make you look
He gets
good.
all the shots. He has the
That's
cameras.
not me.
Yeah, he has the Ronin set up, with the
yeah, the
gimbal
gimbals and
this that.
shit.
It's like, hey, can you take this angle? He's like, yeah, no problem. He loves
Rad,
doing it,
rad.
so it's like that's a cool dude.
Yeah.
You know.
You need to have your media guy.
Yeah, you got your
Or
food
girl.
guy, you got your media
Media
person.
guy.
We'll say person.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You need
They, them.
somebody that's a little bit of a mechanically inclined
Yeah,
too. That
too
helps
is
a
a good
lot.
on the
'cause-
trail.
We need like a first aid person.
Yeah. You pick your friends. Yeah.
Right, you need somebody that's gonna take charge if something breaks too. You know,
Timmy over
like,
here is like, hey, can I come? Like, no, we already got our first aid
You
guy.
gotta have
man.
the life of the
Sorry.
party. That's why I'm there.
Oh,
Oh, we have that guy too. He just wakes up and he's like, shots? I'm like, oh man, dude,
I
go
don't do
back to
that.
sleep. And he's just like, all right, shots? Yeah, that's what he does. That's his thing. But,
Yeah.
awesome
I'm still trying
people.
to figure out like what I contribute to the group.
Yeah. Good times. Come on now.
Good times.
Yeah.
No, I usually have a lot of gear. I have the fire pit.
Oh, you bring all the.
Hey, you know what? My buddy brings this propane because a lot lot of places don't allow you to
Yeah,
have fire.
especially California
So they'll
here
bring
now.
the propane one, and he also brings I forget the name of them. It's like the open tents to have like the
Easy up?
like an easy up, but it has the walls on it.
Oh, gazelle or
like
something.
a huge
or-
one, huge gazelle.
Yeah.
We call it the Dome of Truth because
Okay.
we all sit around there in the campfire in the middle, and we just start literally talking about anything and everything, and
Yep.
everything comes out, and nobody judges anybody for anything of what they're saying, and we just call it the Dome of Truth. You go in
Your
there,
safe space.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like
don't
Las
worry,
Vegas.
You're not gonna get judged. It is what it is. Talk about anything you want, and we'll be like 15 people in there. We're just talking shit the whole night. Like it's awesome.
Yeah.
It's the best time. We did that up in Mount Pinos one time, which is above LA.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, up to 5, and it was 32 degrees out there.
Ooh,
Pretty
really?
cold.
All right.
And that thing saved us
We
I
got
bet.
all
because
y'all
it
in there,
actually
yeah.
kept the heat, even though it has the mesh. It still kept the heat inside.
Yeah.
And it was like, dude, this is the best thing ever because it's saving our ass right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cold camping is different.
Yeah. It's a different.
yeah, it is different.
Yeah.
I love summer camping, but I mean, I do like some cold camping too. I mean, some of the good memories I've had, like, because we always do Mojave in January. You know, usually it's around Allie's birthday or something like that, and it's sometimes like one time it snowed on us.
Oh,
Yeah, because there was rain, and then you went up in elevation, and then it was like snow on the
actual
ground.
snow.
It wasn't like heavy snow.
Yeah.
It was just like
little blanket.
patches, but it was cold.
Yeah.
And man,
Wind gets cold too.
yeah,
That wind chill
it was
factor.
cold.
Real.
Yeah, it's good times,
I've
man.
only done Mojave one time. It was last year around March. And we started out in Arizona,
yeah,
Havasu.
Oh, you
Havasu? Yeah, I think it was Havasu.
and went north up to
Yeah.
through Nevada or something
Yes,
like that.
exactly. And we ended up coming back and we ended up in like Yermo.
Yeah.
Awesome trip.
yeah.
That Mojave, it's everybody has to experience that.
It's a pilgrimage.
Yes,
Yeah.
you have to experience that. So the guy that was running that run, I'm gonna say, he was one of the original people that opened it back up in like the 80s.
Oh wow, really?
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be big.
You know those
He probably
those
could tell you some
stacks of
rad.
rocks that you see on the side?
Yeah, little Karens. They're guiding you where you
They're
go.
guiding you like
Yeah,
if you're heading west, make sure you stay on the right side of
Yeah,
it
yeah.
or whatever.
Yeah.
And they're all along. He was one of those people that started putting those up initially, and it started like getting more people started doing it. And over the years, people have kept up with them. But he was one of those guys.
Really?
And I don't know what happened, but he said he hadn't been back in like decades.
Really?
He's like, I haven't been back here in a long time. So he's like, so I'm gonna make this run. So we go with this guy, and he has printouts and laminated maps.
Oh,
You know, he's like the
OG
guy.
style. Yeah, he ain't
He's
using
the guy.
Gaia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he has a 2015, 2016 4Runner, Fox suspension, BFGs, stock wheels. That's it. This guy.
That's all you need.
This guy is smashing.
Just mobbing the.
I cannot. Nobody can keep up with
Oh
him.
shit! Really?
Yeah. And he's like
Sounds like some of our friends.
Yeah, just going.
he's up there in age, you know.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
retired for
yeah,
sure.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And he's
doesn't give a
where'd he
fuck.
go? And we're calling on the radio, and he's out of range because
He's that far out.
Yeah, and he has chase lights, and we see the chase lights. Oh,
Way the fuck out there.
like, come on, bro, we're rookies.
Yeah. Take it easy on us,
I'm
man.
over here fighting a bull in my rig, I'm bucking everywhere.
Yeah, they got some whoops out there, dude.
Yeah, there's got some whoops out there. It was also he found some camping spots that were like really good.
Well, yeah, you probably need some rad
2
spots.
nights, yeah, 2 nights, and we ended up finishing that thing. But we didn't go through the river crossing that time. The river was pretty
Oh yeah.
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 Oh,
Back
talking
then
about
it was-
last year?
last year.
Yeah, it was high.
Was it?
And that's why Allie, she ruined her front diff on that because some sort of water seeped in and it corroded the solenoid or something like that.
Or the actuator.
Actuator, that's
Yeah.
what it is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So she had to get that replaced, and she didn't want to do it again. But this year it was actually a lot lower.
I heard
so-
Toyota's not replacing that. They're saying like, hey, no, this is actually error. Is
Oh,
that
really?
correct? Yeah, they're saying there's
About fucking time.
exactly. They're not replacing it.
Oh,
you
they're
know?
not?
No, they're
Oh, I
not
thought you were
replacing
saying
it.
they were.
No, they're not replacing. They're saying like, oh, this is user
user
error. I'm guessing
yeah.
say whatever, and they're saying nope.
It was expensive. I remember her saying it was
Yeah, it's
expensive.
not cheap. Yeah.
Yeah, but we did it we do it every year, January. So if you ever want to come in January, you're
definitely.
welcome. I usually guide it because I went the very first time with our buddy Overlander. He's got an old Land Cruiser. It's pretty ridiculous. I don't even want to get into that. But we have an episode on it if you guys weren't curious. But Zavin has Overlander, but he also brought his 3rd Gen 4Runner, and his 3rd Gen 4Runner has a subtle lift, some all terrains, and man, he built his own little roof rack and he carried all the wood on top and everything.
Oh, yeah.
He just went for it, dude. And he guided that trip, and from that trip, I learned all the different spots to go to.
Oh, I see.
So,
We were too busy trying to keep up with this guy that I honestly don't know where anything is. Like, if you would take me back, we're like, hey, can you take? I'm like, bro, I think is that
I would
way.
just-
But I was just trying to not get lost.
Yeah.
And it was a group of like 6 or 7 of us, so
Yeah.
it wasn't like.
And it gets
we were
dusty,
by
so you
ourselves.
kind of spread out a little
Yeah,
bit, and then you go. The last person in the line can be way the fuck back.
way,
there.
but yeah, and I had chase lights on
Yeah.
mine. A lot of the guys didn't.
I don't have chase lights. I wish I did.
they're nice.
Turn on your emergency lights at least. You know what I mean? So I
Yeah.
can see
Yeah.
you. Yeah.
I have some. They're just not wired up.
Yeah, like everything. Yeah,
I heard wiring is not your thing.
not
huh?
his
Wiring. I have 2 vehicles. Nothing's wired. Dude, I have trigger control unit. I have a 6-shooter. I have
God.
the Mini Cooper with all the lights all over it and everything. I have.
they're all SEMA builds.
They're
Nothing
basically
works.
SEMA builds. I just have like little
Little
rat
drive shafts on
tails.
the 4x.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Bluetooth drive shaft.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah, man.
How do you So camping? How do you sleep?
We do the tent.
You ground
tent.
Okay.
Yeah, we do
Ben's a big
simple
ground-
simple
Okay, we
ground
were actually
tent.
talking about
Guy.
this today.
Yeah.
I'm curious. So I've done ground tent. I've done rooftop tent. I went back to ground tent. He has loved his rooftop tent ever since
Love
he
it.
got it.
Yeah.
So my question to you is why do you ground tent? And is there a reason? Is it more of like a capability because you do more rock crawling or something? Or is it more just like you don't want it on your vehicle?
Don't want to spend $4,000 on a freaking tent.
Or is it price?
You know what? It's for me. It's more like
extra
having that
weight up
thing
there.
up there, and let's.
Well,
see
you got other stuff up there.
We have other stuff up
That's
there.
what I
Yeah.
mean. Yeah,
So
you
it's
don't have
like
this
I don't really
real
have the
estate.
space for
Yeah.
it because if what I don't have up there has to be inside the rig.
Yeah.
You know, so I use the rack to put stuff up there, and I feel like if I get a rooftop tent, for one, we have dogs. I don't know how you do it with your dogs.
It's a giant pain in the ass, dude. Trust me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Lifting
my
this
dog,
beast up?
Yeah.
my female is like about this size.
Yeah.
And I have a little Shih Tzu.
Yeah.
Right. So Shih Tzu's easy. But the big one,
What kind of dog is the big one?
She's a pit mix.
Okay. Yeah, she's
Pitbull.
a pit lab.
Oh, she's pit. We thought it was a pit lab, and it's a pitbull German Shepherd.
Oh, really?
Wild, wild. She's a year old. It's been an adventure.
Yeah, I can imagine.
It's been an adventure. Yeah. So we were looking for a dog for a camping dog.
Yeah.
We're looking for a camping because the Shih Tzu's cool. He's the general. We call him. He's cool. Whatever.
I just got my camping dog,
Oh, that's a nice one.
Golden Doodle.
Yeah.
that's
A couple
a
of our
rad-
friends. One of our friends has a golden doodle, and they have another group has an Aussie doodle.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I camped with him once with his
Smart
dog. And
dogs.
so chill at camp.
Oh,
Like,
really?
He's like
Yeah.
a surfer dude, man.
Just hangs.
He just hangs, bro.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
And he's a puppy. He's only 5
Shit
months
going
old.
around all around camp, and he could care less, dude.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this one's like spazzing out the whole fucking
Yeah, I was
time.
gonna say some dogs
Yeah.
some dogs are either really chill or are just literally wild, right? So we've done a lot of training with her, and initially my lady was like, I don't want a big dog, camp dog, da da da. We went to a lot of pounds. We didn't really find something that would fit what we wanted, and actually down the street from here, they had a Temecula something friends.
Friends of the Valley. Yeah.
Yeah.
They
the
had
rescue.
a rescue, an event at a farmer's market.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so she's like, hey, tomorrow they're having a farmer's market. They have adoption event. So we go and we're walking and we walked up and there's people walking away with puppies already. So we're like, oh, shoot,
Fuck, yeah, late.
So we get there and she starts looking through the crates and she's like, oh my God, this one.
That's
and I'm
the
like,
one.
what? And
Was it
she
a puppy?
says, sleeping.
Oh my God, they're always cute. They're always cute.
Sleeping, right? This puppy wakes up, looks at her, and starts wagging its tail.
I knew it.
And I'm like, are you kidding me right now?
Yo, you're done, dude.
It's done.
Yeah.
I didn't really like want another pit. I've had pit bulls all my life, and I didn't really want another one because they're a lot of work.
It is, yeah.
And so I'm like, it's blue, beautiful color.
Nice.
And she's like, I want it. I'm like, okay, let's take it. So we end up taking it, and we're thinking it's a pit lab because it looks
have a
Yeah,
little
lavish.
which is hard to tell when they're
chill.
little, because
let's-
they're all fluff balls.
Exactly,
yeah.
right? So it's hard as hell. It's a little
Yeah.
mole, And we end up doing a DNA test. Nothing.
100% that bitch.
Yes, 100%. 100%.
Sorry, dude. The lyrics came to
That
me.
is so funny because she is.
Fuck.
She is. Oh, man. We end up doing it, and she's like 50% pit, 40% German Shepherd, 20% Husky. And then she has Rottweiler and cattle dog as the rest.
Oh, dude, she's got to be spasmo.
She
dude.
has a storm going on in her head all the
day
time.
long, dude.
She don't know what to do.
I need to kill.
Yeah, but I'm chilling.
Yeah,
Just
I'm
chill.
gonna get up, but I want to.
But I'm on the inside.
I gotta run.
I'm on the outside. Like it's like nonstop. Right?
Hey, they look like they need some herding.
Yeah. It's been an adventure, but you know what? Honestly, it's taught us a lot of patience.
Oh,
and
I bet.
Just being like, hey, you know what? It's okay. And she's over a year now, like a year and like 13
She's
months.
still a puppy, though.
Still
at
a
that
puppy,
age,
and
man.
she's actually starting to calm down. We noticed in the last like month and a half or so, she's starting to calm down a little bit more. So we're like, hey, let's
Once they get a little older, like
Exactly.
she's 5 now, about to be
Oh, yeah.
5, so she's
straight
slowing
chilling.
down.
my
Yeah,
leg.
yeah,
Yeah, but I mean, like-
when she was young, dude, she'd be nonstop. She'd be bringing all her toys in here and just fucking going crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I brought who at the time he was like 4 months old. We went on a little beach camping trip in Carlsbad State Beach, and he was like super chill, and he's never really been out, and he's never been away from his sister. So what happened with us is we bought the Golden Doodle, or she got it for me for Christmas. She didn't tell me. We lost our dog last May, our Maltese poodle mix, and I wanted a bigger dog, and my wife was like, no, I don't want big dogs, this and that. So she ended up getting him for me. Didn't tell me. Christmas Day, drive over to the breeder, and he just like lit up, and he was like wagging his tail. Same thing,
God.
dude. He didn't look at anybody else. He only looked at me, and I was like, "This is my dog."
My dog.
Imprinted.
And you know what? That dog is the best dog. I mean, R.I.P. Sam.
Yeah.
That's my little Monty Poo. I
Oh, of
love that
course.
guy.
Always
he
gonna
was
have peace
different
in your heart.
Yeah.
Different, but this guy's just a different animal, obviously. But
Right.
he's like a cuddler. He's chill. He does all that. And his sister,
Total opposite.
Oh, she's wild.
Yeah.
She looks like a golden retriever, but she's from the same litter, same dad, same everything. He looks like a doodle, as you saw. She looks like a golden retriever, and she was like on alert. She's like a lot of anxiety. So I'm like hoping she'll calm down because she's actually a better camp dog because of the fact that her coat is like it's like wicking and all. So he'll catch every little burr, every little everything.
Yeah. The people that we have, they take their dogs and they look like doormats.
Yes.
By the time they're done.
Yes. That's my dog. He'll like sweep camp for it.
Yeah.
But the thing is, but he's never been away from his sister because they were litter mates and they were like attached. And so that's why we got him because they always played together. And we ended up buying her like a week or two later after.
So you ended up getting her like kind of like
right after like a couple weeks after.
Yeah.
And then they love each other.
That's
but
awesome.
you know, it's a little bit different because she's kind of high anxiety and she's always barking. Our neighbor comes outside. He's just trying to fucking chill. She's like, rah, 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 rah. And I'm like,
everything.
Dude, can he enjoy his outside like without you barking at him?
Yeah.
Well, that's like we have the big dog and we got the little dog, dude. The little dog just barks at everybody, dude.
Yeah.
You heard him.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So Shih Tzu is the one we have. He's the same way, but that's my dog. Like he has grown to absolutely adore me. For some reason, he sleeps with me. He chills with me. Everything is with me.
Yeah.
And it was my lady's dog.
Oh.
And she's had this dog for 10 plus years.
Oh, for real? Before?
Oh, yeah. 100%.
Oh, shit.
So I come into life like 3 years ago. And it's like this dog is like, no. I'm with him.
Yeah, because you're the alpha male.
That's right.
He knows that.
Yeah. Yeah. And I feed him.
Yeah, buddy.
You know, I'm the one that gives him the snacks, and I'm like, hey, bro, here you go.
So my wife, she's always like,
We're cool.
My wife's like, why are you giving him a treat? I'm like, because he's fucking cute.
No reason.
I'm like, here, good, buddy, good buddy. Yeah.
Take this over there. Don't let your sister see it.
Yeah. No. I give her two. Both of them. Yeah. In fact, the girl dog actually likes me even more than he does. He'll go off and just do his own thing. He's just super chill.
Yeah.
But she'll come over and she has to snuggle with me every night.
The big dog is definitely my lady's dog. Like,
yeah.
Yeah. She's
They
very.
pick their humans. They know what's up.
She picked her like that's she chills with her on the couch, stuff like that. Then I'm not like that. I'm not like come on top of me.
Right. Yeah.
Let's go to 73 pounds.
Fuck. Right.
You know, I just don't do that.
Yeah.
73 pounds.
Yeah, dude.
Dang,
we thought she was
dog.
little.
Nah.
You know, we thought she was
thick.
be like a pits. They can be
stocky
50,
little things.
60.
Yeah.
Some can be lean. Some can be big. We didn't know what we were gonna get. And dude ended up being like this crazy animal. But we love it. We wouldn't have it any other way.
No.
She's a great camp dog, by the way. She doesn't run off.
Oh, that's nice.
Okay, I was gonna ask you, do you keep him on a leash or on like some sort of rope line or
Both. We do have this super long metal.
Yeah, the cable.
Yeah, cable. But honestly, we hardly ever use it. Unless like, you know, sheriffs or park rangers are
people
walking
coming up
around.
in
Like we
there.
see someone like, hey, let's put it on a leash.
If you're camping in like a tight vicinity to other campgrounds.
Exactly.
Stuff, yeah.
But if you, as soon as her recall is really good because we've been on top of her training for so long, is that her recall is really good and she doesn't really wander too far away from us, whether she's scared or whatever it is. I don't know, but she just doesn't run off. So that's awesome. So I really like that about her.
No, that's perfect.
Yeah. So going back to the rooftop tent.
Oh, I'm sorry. You got us off that.
Yeah. No. But like going up and down that thing with this huge animal.
Oh, I've done it with her, dude.
It's like, I just don't want to, bro. And I've been offered some tents. And I'm just like, you know what? It's just not for me.
What style tent do you use then?
Just ground. I have like a Costco
Oh, okay.
core.
Just a basic. Yeah.
Hot as shit. As soon as 8 a.m. rolls around, that thing is the hottest thing ever. It's like a sauna in there.
Right.
Because it's like a blackout inside.
Yeah.
It has like blackout inside and doesn't really have like windows. It's weird. I don't even know why I bought it. It was like the Costco special.
Yeah, you need a shift pod, man, or an Overlandish.
That is going to be my next investment, whether it's a shift pod or gazelles. A lot of people have gazelles nowadays, you know, this and that. We're going to be doing something like that. Something that's easier to set up to it. Just kind of
Just throw it out there and just you just gotta pull the walls and pop the top and you're done.
Makes it easy.
I have a shift pod mini and that's exactly what it does. It's real quick.
Yeah.
What's cool about it too is it has like the insulation factor. So when the heat does hit it, it takes a while to get warm.
To actually get warm.
Yeah, it has that.
And in the cold, it retains the heat.
That's what I'm curious about, like the shift pod versus like the you know, because the shift pod had that like that silver
Right.
reflective material, and like the Overlanders, it's all black.
Yeah.
I wonder how
the
they're.
color.
I mean, it looks cool, but I wonder how they do as far as insulation and stuff.
Right.
I was curious myself.
Yeah.
The black color is gonna retain the heat. It's not gonna. It's gonna absorb it. It's
Yeah.
not gonna reflect it or
yeah.
reflect it. You know,
And that's why I
Yeah.
kind of like the shift pod because it is reflective, but price point.
Price point.
you're paying for convenience.
Yep.
See what I mean?
Yeah.
Yep.
So it can get as expensive as you want it to, but honestly, it's awesome.
Yeah.
It's awesome if you do have.
They're
shift
both
pod.
good. I mean, they're
Yeah.
both going to be better than like a regular tent, like you're talking about. It's going to be real quick to set
Yeah.
up and everything.
No, a lot of the guys that I know have the inspired Overland tent.
Oh, yeah,
with
yeah.
the really thin one.
Yep.
You know, and they rave by it. They swear by it. They have been offered it. It's just not my thing.
Yeah.
You know, I'll do the ground tent. Eventually, I think we're gonna be moving on to maybe like a small trailer.
Oh.
You know,
Oh,
that'd probably be like the next thing.
What kind of trailer?
Well, here's the thing. I don't know if I want to go like the off-road style, small, what is like 5x7 or whatever it is the size, or if I want to go like a little bit bigger.
Go
you
the
know,
full mount like a tent of that or something. Or
yeah.
just-
Or have you seen
The teardrop?
have you seen like the Coleman 17B?
Oh, you're talking about like a pop-up trailer.
This is actually like a camper.
yeah, the ones that like
Oh.
it's like a.
No, not a pop-up trailer.
Oh, not a
This
pop-up.
is an actual
Oh, full
like
on.
a trailer.
Oh, okay. Oh, I think I know what you're talking about.
Super lightweight.
I know what you're talking about. I think.
I'm looking at
They're
it.
about
Yeah.
16 grand,
Yep.
which is not crazy compared to everything else that's out there.
They can get pretty pricey.
And they're very slim, light. It's like those things are actually very convenient.
Was
But
it Coleman 17B?
yes,
Okay.
yeah, super awesome stuff. But that's more for like fire roads.
Yeah, I was
make
just gonna
sure
say,
there's no
You're gonna be limiting yourself on where you can go. though.
exactly.
Yeah, this is
100%.
This is what my wife wants.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they see it. Yeah.
You can
Convenience.
actually like,
It's
walk
convenient.
inside of it, and pay for
Oh, okay.
convenience. It's
Yes.
like a.
Yeah.
Oh wait, there it is.
Okay, I
it's like
see,
one
I
of those.
see.
They got the little
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
propane on the tongue.
And
type
the
deal.
thing with those is they're super lightweight. They're less than I think 3,500 pounds.
No, that's pretty light. Yeah.
Very light.
Yeah, it's a 21 and 5 inches length, so 21 feet long.
Yeah, so it's a pretty decent size. So might go that way, might go into the small one. We haven't decided yet. You know, for now we're probably gonna spend money on the shift pod.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Go gradual.
Eventually.
You know what I mean? And
Sale
need-
price $15,995.
and for being a full blown trailer, that's not a bad price.
No.
Dude, see America for less than $138 a month.
Oh. Yeah,
Actually, not bad. Shit.
Click to unlock the lowest price.
but that's a different style of camping. That's
Oh yeah.
that's more. You get your
The
spot.
trailer. Yeah. See, the trailer life is kind of nice though. Especially like, I like the idea of being able to. I thought about doing like our buddy Lobo Trailers makes a sweet little trailer setup and stuff like that, and it'd be nice to be able to get to camp, drop your trailer, and like have your tent, your kitchen, everything's in there,
Yeah,
and then you can go wheel, go play, come back,
drop
camp's
it off.
still
go
there,
wheel exactly.
You
That's
know.
what I'm leaning towards.
and then you don't have to have all that weight, all the kitchen and
Right.
all the rooftop tent, all your shit on the truck. The truck can stay light then.
right.
So
But if you get a trailer like that, you can't do the Mojave Trail.
yeah,
You know what I mean? You can be doing stuff like that. This,
Yeah, not on that
This
kind
is
of
more
trailer.
like if you have like
Yeah, but that's
full
what the shift
families.
pod is for.
Yeah,
yeah. When you want to go light, you just switch it up.
right.
Yeah, I just don't know where I would store something like that.
Yeah, that's the
The
thing too.
biggest thing. Storage fees are expensive.
They get pricey now, dude.
Yeah, if
You'd
you
be
have a
paying
huge
$138 a
backyard,
month
cool.
just for storage.
Yeah,
probably more.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You probably end up
Some of these places, if they're a good one, is fenced in and gated and all that kind of shit.
security guard and everything, and
Yeah.
it adds up really quick. So you got to think about all that.
Another payment.
Exactly, another payment. People always say once you buy an RV or a trailer, just light the money on fire because you're never gonna see it back. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
It's true, man. But you pay for convenience.
yeah, yeah. So I'm fairly new to I'm gonna say the camping overlanding world. Only 3 years or so. Not dry camping is kind of like where we started. So that's kind of like we just kept it going.
Yeah.
There's been a couple places we've been to that have some amenities. Like we just came back from Pismo
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
How was
last
that?
month. That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
A little windy.
Yeah.
But super dope experience. I heard they're closing it.
Yeah, they are. I think this
Right.
might be like the last year you can go out there. And
Yeah.
I don't. That's what I was gonna ask. Like, how much was still open? It seemed pretty open. The dunes, everything was still around.
Yeah, everything was pretty open. There wasn't that many people there. It was a cold weekend, maybe that's why. But it was. I'm really upset that that's even happening. Like they're closing that whole thing down. It's one of the only places you can actually go
anywhere around here, within like a 6-hour drive from us. You know what I mean?
Super dope spot. It's been kind of iconic, for such a long period of time. And they're gonna close it out. But they have bathrooms, stations here and there, so that's as far as it goes.
I'm thinking of that though. Like it's gonna kill that town. Like it's a beach town, but that's their whole draw, man.
I don't know what happened. Like I heard the locals are the ones that closed it down.
A couple people with money want that whole beach private now. And it's like, well, you're fucking all the other people who've lived there forever and have these little shops.
Living, running ATVs and running these shops.
Even like the little corner liquor store, little market selling to all these people buying
firewood. Exactly.
No, it's a lot of people, dude. And then where are people going to go?
Yeah. At least for that style of freestyle beach camping.
Yeah.
But it was a really dope experience. I really liked it out there.
Yeah, it's a fun little, it's different.
I went back in like 2016, 2017. It was awesome. 2017. It was awesome. I went with Overlander. Yeah. Once again.
Yeah. I saw some nice rigs out there, nice setups. You see a lot of the guys
with a lot of money
with the
out
toys,
there too.
You know what I mean? Like they have the 32 foot with the Can-Am that just rolls back there, and just like huge Silverados and F350s and this and that. You see a lot of that.
Yeah,
a lot of
toy haulers out there.
Big narrow, but we just went out there, a bunch of 4Runners and GXs, and we all parked in a circle, and we made a fire in the middle, and it was the best time. It's like that's what it's about to me.
Yeah.
Kids enjoy it. Everybody enjoys it.
Oh yeah.
Why not? Do you have any kids?
I don't have no kids. No kids.
Not yet.
Not yet. It's coming. Not yet. Yeah.
I got one on the way.
Hey, never too late.
Yeah.
My third.
Oh, good for you.
Same baby mama.
Oh.
Yeah. All right. Good job. Good job.
Yeah. Disclaimer.
Yeah. Hey, you never know.
Absolutely.
Where's your next trip planned?
Right now, we haven't planned anything. We were gonna go to Central California. I forget the name. Above Santa Barbara, along the beach.
Oh, Big Sur and all that kind of area.
We're gonna go to Big Sur, and I didn't know this, but the week before we were leaving, I started researching. I'm like, make sure everything's open, and sure enough, there's a lot of roads closed over there.
Yeah,
fires
dude, because of the
mudslides.
Yeah, all the rain we got.
Yeah,
it fucked up a lot of roads.
Right.
And the one is always fucked up. And I heard they're closing down the one.
What?
I heard they're closing down the one, like on the California highway.
Just to redo it or some shit, or they can't close it down forever.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I just heard, but fact check me. I heard it's going down.
Yeah. So it was supposed to happen this month. That didn't happen. So we got to plan something for probably like middle of May or late May.
Are you going to Expo?
No. Not Expo for me. No Expo for me.
Let me know when you do the coastal trip, because I got some campsites I can drop you.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's some rad ones.
Awesome. Yeah. Dry camping, right?
Yeah. Dispersed. Sure.
Yeah. That's the best. So that was supposed to be happen this month. Next month we'll see. And it always happens this way, to where like the week or 2 weeks before, we're like, hey, anybody want to go camping?
Yeah.
And somebody will be like, oh, let's do this. And next thing you're like, well, I'm in, and I'm in. And next thing you know, it happens, right?
It's all last minute,
it's awesome. Yeah.
Always. Yeah.
So we don't really plan too much that far ahead. We are going to be at the Pure 4x event only because we all treat it as in like, this is where we all met.
Yeah.
So this is do it again.
Like a reunion
so
kind of idea.
When is it?
August. I think it's the first week of August.
I'm not sure.
Something
Dude, is it almost August?
No, we got a few.
No, it's like 4 or 5 months. I can't remember.
Yeah.
But it's a really cool event. I recommend people, if you're still into the party vibes, I guess, or just want to go and have fun, good vibe, and meet a lot of good people. That's a good starter event to a lot of people to go to.
How many people go to that?
A lot.
They took over the whole campground. The campground's huge. I didn't know this, but it goes like miles along the fence. And one time, the first year we went, we're sitting there, and next thing you know, we see like 50 horses running through the backside, and we're like, what is going on? They look like free wild horses, right? And it was the most beautiful thing ever. I'm taking drone shots, it's like the sun is all popping
magical
up. It was awesome. Come to find out, I guess the person that runs Holcomb Valley Ranch, he owns those horses, and they use those horses in Palm Springs.
Oh, really?
For some type of
Trails and shit,
or
yeah.
whatever they do out there. And then during the summertime, they bring them up to Big Bear.
Yeah, it's a lot cooler.
Yes. Yeah. But
Yeah, it's a big property. We've talked about it many times, and I actually went up there to help set up for the Olaf event. We were like building the 4x4 course back there.
Oh, are they?
In the back, yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
we did before. It was like in October. So pure 4x4 happens, and then Olaf happens.
I see.
Yeah.
Pretty cool group of guys. They all get along really good. But super nice people, and you just show up, show them what you got. Okay, go park wherever you want.
Yeah.
Go park. If you can be close to the party,
Yep.
you can be further away. You can be in the middle. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Whatever you
A
want.
little something for everybody.
Something for everybody. That's for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Whatever your comfort level is, you're good, and
Yeah.
everybody's included.
Yeah.
You know, doesn't
That's
matter.
hopefully gonna be one of my first places where I run a booth for Rescue.
Rad.
It's probably gonna be
nice.
one of the first places I run a booth at. Still trying to see how I can go about that. So it's exciting.
That's awesome.
That'd be
man.
rad. Yeah, I was hoping you were going to come out to. We were at Rigs and Brews over the weekend.
This was in San Diego.
Down
Yeah.
in Miramar. Yeah, it was
Yeah,
a
I
fun
heard
one.
about it. John actually told me about it, and
Okay.
I
Yeah, he
had
was down
something
there.
to do. I had
Yeah.
something to do that weekend, this past weekend, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sunday.
She's doing. I mean, it's a ways off, but we're already talking about the planning it for the December one. There's another one coming up in
Oh, is there?
December.
Toys
Yeah.
for Tots.
Toys
Oh,
for
that's cool.
Tots. So it'll be a good one.
Let me know. I'll be there.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
definitely.
usually have like a little booth, but it's funny because we have like a booth and we're just a podcast. But
Yeah, we're not selling anything.
It was so funny because we all had these like chairs that we got from either Sam's Club or Costco. They're like
right.
they're like the knockoff
Zero gravity
of
kinda
the zero
chairs.
gravity chairs or whatever.
They're like the swing one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they can recline back and
Yeah.
everything. It was so funny because people were like, oh, how much do you sell these for? Are these your chairs?
Dude,
Blah, blah, blah. We're like,
I had so many people come up and like, oh, can I sit in one? I'm like, yeah, go for it, dude. Take a load off, dude. And they're like, oh, these are sweet. Like, how much are they? I'm like,
I don't sell them.
wait a minute. How
They're
much,
just our
how much can I
chairs.
make on this? I spent 40, so I can mark them up $10. And
They're very sought after.
Yeah,
I
they are.
actually ended up getting one at Costco.
oh yeah, that's where we got ours.
Yeah, I ended up getting one at Costco.
Sam's Club is
They
what I got.
actually, quick tip for anybody. I was just there the other day, and they got them back in season,
Oh,
and
there you go.
they're gray and green color this time. I have
How
the
much
blue
are they?
ones. $39.99.
Dude, that's so cheap.
Yeah.
So
and they're
cheap,
such a
those
great chair. My wife bought me 4 of them for Christmas.
Yeah,
Because there's 4 of us. Well, now there's
yeah,
about
one
to be
for everybody.
5.
Is
Yeah,
it one for
Yeah.
each limb or what, bro?
Yeah, dude.
I got spread out, bro.
I know, dude. So I used to have these like other beach chairs. So I have these like low sitting ones that have like a side table to pop up. I
yeah.
love those. They have like a little backpack integrated into them. But I went from those to these, and so I have like 4 of those, and I have 4 of these, and I have
okay.
4 little small like
Camp
REI
camp.
Oh, yeah,
quick
yeah,
chairs
those small
or
ones.
whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm like, what the hell am I doing, man? I got so many,
Figure it out, bro.
so many cooking options, so many seating options. Like, what am I doing,
It
man?
happens. It
does.
happens. Once you go down the hole, once you start
Buying
buying
all the
things,
shit.
exactly, it adds up real quick, and you don't even know it until you're like, "Why am I like $3,000 in chairs right now?"
Oh,
It makes
dude.
no sense.
Don't even
But-
get me started on that shit. I'm
bad,
so
dude.
happy my wife doesn't listen to this podcast. But we used to play airsoft. That's actually how we met.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
And I tallied up how much I spent in airsoft over like a
shit.
5-year period. We're talking like I could have bought your GX
Right.
in today's prices.
Yes.
Yeah, it's stupid.
It's stupid, man.
For some reason, hobbies are just so expensive. I like shooting. I like
Yeah.
shooting all the stuff, all kinds of stuff. But it just got so expensive that it was like, you go out to the desert and you go through a couple mags and you
There goes $200.
exactly, and it's like,
like
it
that,
turns
dude.
out
One
into
mag
a
dump.
$400, $500 day. By the time you're done with fuel, food, doing this, doing that.
We keep talking about it, we're like, dude, we gotta we're talking about Nepo, and then we were talking about with Ernie, and like we're like, dude, we all got to get together. We got to do a shoot day, dude. Let's go out to BLM, do some shooting, and like we keep talking about it, but like it is not cheap to do.
Not cheap
I have
to
a
do.
brand new gun I've never shot.
I have the same.
I have a brand new 9mm Ruger takedown. It's the PC9, the PC
I
carbine.
think I've seen it. Yeah.
Dude, legit fits in a backpack, right?
Yeah.
And I've never shot it. Takes Glock mags,
Oh, that's cool.
17 and 19. I have
you
both
already
of
have,
those. I have
yeah.
a 17 and 19.
Yeah, same.
I have a ton of mags.
Yeah.
And on Freedom Week, I got a 50 rounder.
No, ooh.
Oh, there you go.
But you left that in Arizona at your dad's
Yeah,
house,
yeah.
right?
I don't have it on me. I mean,
No,
I
it's-
own it.
Right.
But
Yeah.
anyways, so we need to go do a shoot day because I have a brand new gun I've never shot and I want to shoot
Same. I
it.
have a brand new Glock 19 Gen 5.
Oh,
Gen
dude.
5.
Yeah, I was able
Got
to get a
it
Gen
out
5.
of state, huh?
No.
Yeah.
Knew somebody?
I got some friends.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
All right.
I got some friends.
Oh, yeah, EMT. I got you. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. You get the Blue Force deals.
You know what? I can't get the Gen 5 though.
Oh, it won't?
No, Gen 3 is all you can get in California.
Yeah.
You cannot get Gen 4, Gen 5 because they're off roster. So only way you can get them. I mean, they even started shutting down on this too. But if you have a friend like a law enforcement officer friend or something that they buy it and they have it for a few years and they want to get rid of it, they can sell it to you.
Yeah.
That's the only way. You know, but they can't just go to the gun store and buy
it and then 2 weeks
sell
later,
it to you. They can't do
flip
that.
it
They
back
used
to
to
you.
be able to.
Yeah.
Yes,
Not anymore.
all day long.
That's how I got mine through Tony because he's a fire department.
Oh yeah,
So he was
DOJ started fining a lot of gun stores for doing the exchanges.
Oh,
DFFLs.
I'm talking about like big.
so they don't even want to fucking touch it.
So
dude.
because we went to one and the one that I always go to, and I was like, hey, I'm gonna do this. They're like, absolutely not. And I'm like, what the hell? Why? And he's like, dude, he's like, if we get fined for this, I will not reopen tomorrow. I'm like, are you serious? He's like, yep.
Yep,
He's
we're
like,
done.
Yeah. So he ended up finding some other place that were like, oh yeah, we'll do it. I don't care. So we ended up doing Redlands, and sure enough, I was able to get a Gen 5. But most of the time, that's not flying anymore.
Yeah.
Especially,
Yeah. All my Glocks are Gen 3.
yeah, same. Yeah, with 26, I have a 17, I have a 19 Gen 3, and the only reason why I got this Gen 5 is because it was like, oh shit, I can get a Gen 5.
Yeah,
honestly,
if you can get it, grab it.
honestly, it's not even that much of a difference.
Yeah.
It's usually cosmetic and a few
Yeah.
features, and that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have a off roster 1911.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it's a Colt 1911 because
Oh,
Colt,
nice.
Colt never actually sold 1911s in California.
Is that
Or-
right?
Or at least it's off roster now. I got it from my grandfather.
Oh,
So
that's awesome.
he's from I'm from Arizona.
Yeah.
So you could literally just go to the gun swap meet or whatever.
Yeah.
And you're just like,
Yeah.
yeah, I'll take that Uzi.
Right. Here you
give me
go.
a
Yeah.
Tech 9,
Yeah.
Well,
Mac 10.
even like in California, you used to be able to like go like the Crossroads of the West or whatever kind of gun shows, and they would tell you a parts kit.
Right.
I'm doing air quotes. So it's like, you could buy all of it, and you just got to put it together yourself. That's
Just
the only way.
file
you can buy
this one little piece
Yeah,
off of
yeah.
it to make sure you're doing
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that
Some shady shit,
1911
but I
was
think
like really hooked up, and I want to shoot that again because I only had limited ammo because he was reloading and so because he was doing professional shooting.
Oh, okay.
And so it has like the super nice lower and a nickel up. Oh no, a nickel lower and then like some sort of like magnesium.
That thing has to run super smooth.
dude.
Oh.
It has the trigger done. It has a
Yeah.
precision barrel. It's got everything, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, we gotta go out and shoot, man.
Yeah, dude.
I
We
gotta-
Have you
plan
guys
a trip,
tried
dude.
Rock Island Armory stuff? Rock Island Armory.
Rockland?
Have you tried Rock Island Armory?
Oh, Rock Island.
No.
I don't
So
think so.
they're from the Philippines, right? And they're owned by Amscore. And Colt used to make their 1911s in the Philippines
Oh.
Yeah.
during, I think it was World War II, if I'm not mistaken, or Vietnam War. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that.
Yeah.
But what ended up happening was they shut down their factory in the Philippines. They said, you know what? We're not doing this. We're moving it somewhere else. I don't know where they moved. Colt moved to. Amscore ends up buying the factory with all the prints, the stamps,
Everything.
Oh, for real?
material, everything.
All right.
So Rock Island Armory, which is like their sub company or subdivision or whatever, they start making their 1911s. And if you can put them next to a real Colt 1911, they're very, very similar, if not identical. And they're half the price.
I would say, half.
Yeah.
They're not cheap. If you get a legit like
Right.
Colt 1911, they're fucking expensive,
Yeah.
dude.
They're up there.
I got it from my grandfather. I also got his M1A that he got. It's a walnut stock glassed in
Jesus.
precision triggered on it was his competition shooting gun.
Wow.
And when I brought it to California, they made me get rid of the flash hider and put on a
Muzzle brake or whatever.
something I forgot what it was
Compensator. Yeah.
But I got it from Springfield. I got the official Springfield compensator, but yeah, dude, that thing is so butter. Everybody who shoots that, they're like, holy shit.
One of the funnest ones I have is it's called a survival rifle. It's from a company up in Oregon, and it takes Glock magazines, and you can shoot 3 different calibers off the same gun. All you do is
Same barrel?
You change the barrel and the bolt, which is literally it takes you 10 seconds
To swap it out quick.
to swap it out, and you shoot 3 different calibers off the same one.
It's like
you
9,
get to
45,
choose-
whatever.
Yeah, you get to choose which 3 rounds you want, or which 3 calibers you want. 357 mag, 9mm, 40, 45 ACP. You want 357 SIG, like 10 mil, whatever you want. You tell them what you want, and they just send you the package with a backpack with all 3 barrels.
Oh, really?
All
Dude,
3
so
bolts, Glock mags, like I said, and it's freaking awesome. I love it,
rad,
and it's
actually.
super small. It collapses into like this really small piece, and it's like it's awesome.
I thought about doing something like that because, like, it'd be nice to have something. Back, it was like, you know, with the ARs, you know, and you could get the ones where you could shoot, like, you could just change out like the upper or something like that, and you could just shoot 9mm or 22 even, just so you could do some plinking, you know, so
Off the AR.
Yeah,
Yeah.
on the same platform, but you're not spending a shit ton of money for your 5.56. You're just shooting 22s all day long. Just do some quick backyard, or take the kids out, let them practice or something, you know, without having to have the.
Even 22, you could get for $20. You should be able to get like 1,000 rounds.
Oh,
Remember
that's
that?
gone up in price, dude.
Now it's like $1 a round.
Yeah, it's like
stupid.
22 LRs is
It
nothing
is
crazy.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
Dude. Yeah.
I think it's like what, up to like 20 cents a round now.
Something like
I
that.
don't even know.
Yeah, I
haven't looked in a
remember
minute. You should be able to go to Walmart and just pick it up like dirt cheap,
For
dude.
223, I would not pay above 37
You get the
cents.
Federals
I
for
used to be like,
fucking-
so like, I will not pay above 37 cents a round for 223 or 556. Yeah. Go to Walmart, you know, if they had some.
Yeah, yeah.
Because some of the guys
Buying
would
it
show
out.
up every Thursday morning or whenever. They
Dude,
knew.
Walmart doesn't. A lot of Walmarts don't even carry ammo.
Don't carry anything.
No,
You know, yeah.
they're done.
Yeah.
They're done doing all that. Unfortunate for us.
Yeah.
You know, but that's where I used to get all my stuff. And I used
So
to
you
get
going
the
to
cheap
Expo, bro?
stuff.
It's in Arizona.
You're gonna go for me.
Yeah,
Stock it up.
Yeah.
You know what's funny is I go to Arizona, or I used to, a lot more often,
Right.
and they will not sell to certain California residents.
They ask for your ID, right? Mm-hmm. You're like, oh, can I see that?
Yeah,
You can
or
only
because they
have
see your
50
plates
rounds?
or whatever in the parking
Oh,
lot
yeah.
or whatever. and
Oh, they
see you.
automatically flag you that
Yeah,
quick?
they flag you.
Shit.
Yeah,
I've heard a lot of
it's
stories
because
about that.
They're cracking down on them too.
Yeah.
Especially if they're near the border of California.
Yeah, a lot of people run over there.
They're
to get
literally
it.
crossing. The people are crossing, and their CHP or whatever is pulling them over. It was like they
Oh,
know.
really?
They know exactly.
Yeah, because that's what I was told. Like, I read some horror stories about people buying ammo in Arizona, driving across the border, and the place that sold it to them called the border,
real?
and then they picked them up because they gave them a license plate.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's fucked up, bro. I thought this was America.
No, should be able to do whatever you want, right?
Well, supposedly.
Well, yeah, I agree to that.
But yeah, I mean, just to kind of like round out that topic, like, do you carry with you when you go camping or out into the wilderness and stuff? Because there's wild animals, dude.
Yeah, Glock 26
Okay.
inside hip.
Nice.
Yep, that's what I usually my inside waistband.
Good to, yeah.
Yeah, I wanted the Glock 43, which is the single barrel.
9
Sorry,
mil, single stack.
Single stack.
That's the one I should have bought
was skinny,
from
yeah.
Craig.
Oh,
Craig was
Craig had
selling
one?
his. Yeah, he bought a brand new Glock 43. He had about 400 rounds through it, and he was just selling because he needed money. He was going to sell for like $400. Oh. And I was like, no. At the time, I was like, no. And because he was law enforcement.
Yeah.
That's how he got it.
Oh, I see.
And so now, I fucked up.
Yeah.
Basically, yeah.
The opportunity never presented in front of me for me to buy it because you, like I said, you can't buy it just like that. And so if I could, if anybody's listening to
Yeah,
this
if
podcast,
you're listening right now.
Hit me
Hit us
up.
up.
Chile,
Yeah.
Colorado,
Eric
CR2.
Eric underscore the best.
Right.
Hit me up. I will buy that thing.
Yeah, Glock 43s are great. Ali Venture, that's what she has too.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Glock 43 is awesome. So Glock 26 is the best I can get. I'm a Glock guy.
Yeah.
It's
Dude, they just work.
they just work.
23, I think is what.
Is it a 40?
Yeah.
Which one?
23?
The 23.
The Glock 23 is a 40.
It's a 40.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it's the same as a 26 from my understanding.
Smaller,
right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like,
just like
compact
compact.
style.
yeah. Yeah. So that's what 26 is what I have. The Glock 19, the Gen 3 that I have, I probably have like 5,000 rounds through it.
Dude, I love that
or
gun.
6,000 rounds or something. I can't remember.
I keep it stocked, dude.
And I've never cleaned it.
Yeah.
Dude, that thing just goes. Put a little bit of oil
Yeah.
Yeah.
here. All right, let's go. Boom, 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 boom. It just goes. It chews up anything. 147 grain. It doesn't matter. It
Fucking
just,
some steel, fucking
Yeah.
brass, don't matter.
That's when I did my little training thing with Alex and my other buddy Justin. I was carrying the Glock 19. That was the first time I shot it, and I was doing all these training things where it was like, oh, threat. You had to like do quick acquisition, target acquisition, like all this other stuff. And I didn't even have a holster, and I was just inside the waistband. It was like pointing at my wiener. And I was like,
fuck, dude.
yeah, dude.
Running dirty.
Dude, after that day, I was like, I love you,
dude. So, story time. I have a 17-year-old kid come in the ER, and he shot his nuts off. Running from the cops, and he's running in basketball shorts, and I'm gonna assume he's trying to hold on to it as he's running with basketball shorts.
Yeah, nothing holding.
And something must have happened because he pulled that trigger, right? So he comes in and he's yelling at us. He's mad at us. You motherfuckers! And we're like, bro,
dumbass, you
what is
shot my
going
dick
on?
off.
What is going on, dude? He's like, I'm bleeding down the side of his leg, right? I'm like, what the fuck? He's like, I shot myself. But he didn't know where he shot himself. He just knew he shot himself.
Oh my god!
Because he probably didn't even want to look.
Yeah,
I wouldn't.
I wouldn't. Yeah,
Yeah.
serious, dude.
So we get him back there. Sure enough, dude.
Shot his dick off.
They're
This is just fucking
jacked, right? And cavitation, it happens so much with a bullet when it's flying. That thing it's not just when it hits you; it's around the flesh.
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Everything gets just disturbed, and it's like it was crazy to see. I felt so bad for the kid, but
why you running from
life
the guy?
choices?
Should be fucking
Better
around.
life choices.
Yeah.
The more you fuck around, the more you find out.
Yeah. But I've also seen professionals, law enforcement, come in and they're like, I got home and I was taking my belt off, and next thing I knew, I heard a pop. I looked around and shot myself in the ass, and it happens.
Yeah.
It can happen to the best of us. I've seen people get shots off while cleaning because they didn't clear, before they started cleaning stuff.
Dude, safety's number one.
Exactly.
Yeah, I say
Safety's
that
number
as
one.
I was riding dirty, but the thing is
this fucking
dude,
guy.
Yeah.
I was very lucky and thankful afterwards because I didn't have a holster.
Yeah.
I had a holster, but it was just like it wasn't working for some reason or whatever, and so I switched it out. And he's like, "Oh yeah, just throw it inside your waistband because it's only when you reholster that the trigger will then get caught." And I was just like,
Yeah.
All it takes is for one piece of garment to get caught in there,
dude. That's why like some of those like the different holsters and shit you can buy, or like some of them are bad, man. Like, be careful what you're buying.
Exactly.
They can get caught up just when you're
I think I have like the T-Rex holster or something like that.
Those are good. Yeah.
Yeah.
He makes solid ones.
Cool. Those are cool.
Yeah, Lucas Arms or whatever. Or
Yeah.
Lucas,
I have the sidecar, so you have like the extra mag in there and shit.
Oh yeah, on the side.
But the problem is that I put my shirt over it, my belly pushes everything out.
Yeah.
And then I got this like fucking show going on. Like, oh, you're carrying.
Yeah. Okay, bro. We can't
Don't
see
worry
it.
about it. Yeah.
And then I bought a really nice leather one, really nice leather inside the waistband. It does a 17 and a 19, but it's so long it makes me look like I have a huge schlong.
Oh, I
with
see.
that. Nothing wrong with that. Compensating.
I was like, yeah, I'm not carrying.
Yeah. Big print.
Yeah, but that's actually the nice one because it's like real smooth in and out, and it doesn't like pinch my skin.
I see.
All that shit.
Yeah, so I think I'm gonna get more into the bolt action stuff because it's, it's
I would love
it's
to
not
do it.
cheaper, but it's more fun with less bullets being spent. You know, because if you have AR style, you're just ding.
Yeah, you're just letting it go. Yeah.
Right. Next thing you know, $40.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Bolt action, I feel like you have to take your time more. Targets are further away, this and that. So I might start getting into that.
What's gonna be your first one?
I would love to have the Ruger Predator 6.5 Creedmoor.
Yeah.
Very cheap. Works. People rave about it. Like, why not?
Yeah.
And they sell it everywhere.
My buddy, I shot 6.5 Creedmoor. I think I've told this story before, but same day where I was riding dirty with the Glock 19, he was setting out targets, like metal targets out at about 1,000 yards, 1,100 yards or something like that.
That's far.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And he had this brand new 6.5 Creedmoor. And when he buys something, it's top end.
I see.
Right. Him and his buddy,
Got money.
Yeah, those two guys.
Yeah.
And they both had really nice ones. They were zeroing them in, and then they finally figured it out. And then Justin is his name. He's out there, and he's like trying to hit this target with his 6.5, and he's like all around it, like really close. And he's like, "Hey, Ben, you want to shoot this?" I was like, "Yeah, sure." So I come over there. He's like, "Yeah, it's really hard. Really hard." He's like, "It's about 1,000 yards, 1,100 yards." And I was like, oh, "Okay, cool." So I get out there. First fucking shot, dude. He goes, he's like, "Fuck you."
That's the best sound.
Oh,
Dude, I know.
so satisfying.
That's the best sound.
Second shot,
Nice.
same. And he's like, I go, "Dude, I'm walking away, dude. That's it."
Dude.
He'd spent about 40 rounds trying to hit this thing, dude.
Wow.
I hit it first and second shot. And he's like, get the fuck out of here.
That survival rifle I was telling you guys about that shoots like different calibers. I shot 360 yards on that thing on a 9mm, which is kind of like that's far for a 9mm, but it's a rifle style, so I could see the barrel doing that. It's like I think it's like 16-inch barrel or something like that, and everybody's trying to shoot and nobody's hitting it, and I just post up, try to do my G.I. Joe move, Ding, nothing. Ding, bing. They're like, no way. Hit it again. And I get on it.
Yeah.
Once you get on something, it's, makes it a little easier.
Yeah.
I love shooting.
Oh, yeah.
I used to love going all the time, and it got so expensive to it. It was like, all right, I need to do something else. And now I'm camping, and now I'm like, oh my God, this is expensive too.
I need to do something
every
else.
hobby is so expensive,
Oh, dude,
Yeah.
I did the same. So I used to be in like pre-renter trucks and all that kind of stuff. And I'm like, it was rad. Then I had a baby and I'm like, oh, I got to stop doing this shit. I need, I can't afford these trucks anymore. And I'm like, oh, I like guns. I'll get into guns. And next thing I know, I'm like, holy fuck, this is expensive.
Yes.
And then now I'm like, oh yeah, let me get into overlanding. Oh shit, what am I doing,
so
dude?
expensive for
Every
anything you wanna
corner,
do.
dude.
They get you.
Let me get into podcasting. Oh shit, this is expensive.
Yeah, you guys have a really nice setup here. Really nice setup. Yeah, I like this. This is awesome.
It's fun, man.
Yeah,
It's fun.
Just another hobby, another
It was
expensive hobby
it
that
was
I
a
can't
COVID
afford.
hobby. You know, I mean,
Oh,
like,
you guys started during COVID?
Yeah, nothing else to fucking do. We're bored. So
Yeah.
our buddy Patrick had a bunch of podcast equipment, and so we're just like, let's start recording some dumb shit,
That's cool.
and just grew from there.
Yeah.
Where's his original recorder?
Oh, it's
Somewhere.
up there above your head.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I thought I saw it earlier.
Yeah,
Yeah.
behind the
Oh, yeah,
step 22
right here.
thing.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
that's what
funny.
we used to record on.
Just hook it up to
yeah,
the
we had
mic.
these like tripod things with mics and stuff, and
And now he's got a full panel. We got this whole Joe Rogan setup and
Yeah.
shit,
got a
dude.
little laugh track.
Oh, that was
effects.
cool.
Yeah, man.
That was
Whenever I say like a dad joke,
Oh,
what would he hit?
What is this? Oh wait, no, that's not it.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Every hobby, man.
Yeah.
It's expensive.
Yeah, it's all just
Expensive.
pick your poison. you
Yeah.
know?
Poison.
Our
Yeah.
buddy Chef Jeff, he actually got into like smoking meats and everything.
Oh, yeah.
And I bought his Traeger Pro series, whatever, because he sold it. And then he bought this other one, this other smoker. It was supposed to be better for searing or something like that because it got to a higher temp. And now he's on to like feed it your fucking self, old school caveman like smoker that was like custom built and shit.
Oh, my God.
And he's out there like 2 a.m. like throwing in
Dude,
logs.
it's an art form.
It is.
Oh
I
my
consider
God.
it an art form. If you can cook a good brisket or like, get down on some
I
ribs.
can. I got a Traeger. I just hit the button. I go to sleep, bro.
Yeah, dude. But some people just take it so crazy, like
Oh.
science to it and temperatures and this and that. I've seen people cook great meats off those. Have you seen those storage bins that they use for like file cabinets?
Oh yeah.
Have you seen
Yep,
that?
yep.
Really?
They convert them into a smoker.
No
They'll do
way.
the drawer as the wood and all that.
That's
and
fucking
then
genius.
they'll start putting drawers with chicken.
Different
and-
layers.
Yeah,
and shit.
dude.
No way.
Yeah.
That's rad.
I'm like, those things have to taste good.
Like,
Just from
80s
grease alone, from
Right.
dripping from
Dripping
down
out.
the top.
Like the 80s office culture turned into smokers.
Yeah. Yeah.
So funny, man. Cubicles, you're next.
Yeah. What do we use those for?
I don't know. Soft cover.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So Toyotas are my thing.
I say, so you still have your
So I have my
Tacoma.
My 04 Tacoma. My dad drives it daily right now.
Okay.
Because I have too many projects.
Yeah.
Honestly. I have this GX that we're talking about.
Sorry. I just saw this meme earlier today. I'm sorry. I'm laughing so hard because you know that guy who's like, what are you doing? He's like, I don't know. Nothing.
Oh,
I'm just hanging out.
Beetlejuice from Howard Stern.
Yes.
Yeah.
But it was funny because the whole thing says like when my wife walks out and I brought another shit box to
that's
the house
totally me.
to be a project. and he's
100%,
like-
yeah.
She's like, what are you doing? He's like, nothing.
Oh yeah.
Just hanging out.
I know you're just hanging out. Another truck in the driveway.
Yeah,
Oh
sorry.
yeah.
I was just
No, honestly, it is exactly like that.
Oh, that's how was my ex-wife. Like, I'm like, yeah, I want to pick up this new truck. She's like, you can't buy any more until you get a new, until you get rid of
one?
those, one of those.
Yeah.
And yeah, you notice I'm not married anymore.
Yeah. Luckily, my lady knows how crazy I am.
She supports it.
She knew that I've been like this since
She
forever.
knew what she was getting into.
I've been like this for a long time. So I got the GX. I have the Tacoma that I had until like recently, until my dad started driving it, because it was sitting there. It wasn't doing anything.
Yeah.
I have a 05 Acura TSX because I'm a Honda boy.
TSX, huh?
Honda boy forever.
That's the European Accord.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
6-speed manual.
Oh, you got the 6-speed.
Oh yeah, 6-speed manual K24. AC blows cold. 30 miles to the gallon. It's
Those things
good
are awesome.
power.
They look good.
Sound amazing. I have it
Dude, they're
on coilovers,
timeless.
Enki RPF1 wheels. Like it's clean.
Nice.
It's just a nice daily.
Yeah.
Somehow I don't know how. I don't know how.
Yeah.
Somehow my brother-in-law gets an M3, E46 M3.
Ooh.
And that's my dream car, right? And I'm like,
yeah.
dude, I want
They have
it.
subframe
I want it.
cracking issues.
Yes,
Fix that?
BMWs have so many issues. It's insane.
Oh, I know. I have a
general,
Mini
yeah.
Cooper.
And so I'm like, I want one. I'll buy it off of you. And he's like, yeah, I'll sell it. Not really. And then, I somehow find one on Craigslist, which I never go on Craigslist anymore.
So you have an
anymore.
E46?
So I have an E46 M3 that I'm restoring in the garage right now. When I was here
6-speed?
restoring, yes,
Not the SMG.
not the SMG.
Good.
SMG is like a Tiptronic auto trans that just goes bad all the
Time
time.
bomb.
Yeah.
Yep. 6-speed manual, black, KW V3 coilovers, which are like $2 to $3 grand. They're already on. Like everything that I would do to it is already on.
Already set.
And I found it on Craigslist from some guy from Colorado.
No way.
And he lived right here in Murrieta. And he's like, hey, I just moved to California. He's like, I need money. He's like, because
You're
it
like,
cost me so much.
How much do you want?
Exactly. So I lowballed him. Sure enough, he goes, yes. And I'm like, no way, dude. And he freaking drive that thing home. So I've been restoring it for about 6 months now. It's been a nightmare trying to register it.
From out of state?
Oh my God.
Such a pain.
I
in the ass,
dealt with
dude.
that.
You just dealt with that too. Yeah.
Let me tell you my story. So I try to do everything legit. I smog it. I go to the DMV and I'm like, here's the fees. It's like $600, whatever. He's like, oh, you got flagged for a VIN verification. And I'm like, what's that? He's like, you got to come back, bring the car, and they check all the
Yep.
VINs. I'm like, okay. Go back the next day. I drive it. I'm like, hey, I'm here for a VIN verification. Guy comes out with a little clipboard. Starts marking stuff off. And he's like, oh, the VIN sticker that's inside the door
Yep.
has a slash going, like, not on purpose, but it looks like it's like a slash. Like
Oh, like
somebody
that cut
took
somehow by
somebody grabbed
accident?
like a box cutter and just slashed it. I don't know why.
Okay.
I have no idea. But everything's visible. All the numbers are there. You can see the VIN tag. He's like,
He thinks that you took it
tampered
off
with.
of another one.
he thinks but the numbers match exactly to the VIN number, so everything matches. So he's
Under
like,
the hood, like everything.
everywhere
else,
is good
yeah.
except for that one. He goes, I can't pass you. I gotta send you to CHP.
CHP?
And I'm like, bro, what do you mean CHP? He's like, CHP will give you another sticker, and all you do is put it on, bring it in, and we'll sign you off.
Yeah, it's that simple.
So I'm like,
Bullshit.
dude, I'm like, dude, are you serious? He goes, yes. I go to CHP, and sure enough, this ruthless cop comes out. And I'm like,
I'm mad
Yes.
for I'm mad by proximity
and
right
I'm
now,
like,
dude.
Right.
I'm like,
I've dealt with this.
I'm pretty chill, dude. I don't come in
Yeah.
hard or like I'm trying to be nobody. Like I'm just like, hey, I'm here for a VIN verification sticker. She's all, well, you're not gonna get it today. You need to make an appointment, and we're about a month out.
What? Then what are you supposed to do?
So I'm
Like, what do we pay our taxes
And I'm
for?
like, yo.
They just sent me here.
And he's like, she's like, send an email to this officer, and he's the only one that does them, and he's out of the office right now. It's super.
He's on
rude.
vacation.
Yeah, dude. I make the appointment. I wait a whole month, right? I take
And
the
by
car
this
in.
time, by the way, you can only get so many temporary tags to then drive it
Right.
there.
Yeah.
So what are you gonna do? Fucking trailer it?
Exactly.
Jesus Christ.
Exactly. So then
Fuck our state, dude.
I
hate-
go there, and this cop, he's more ruthless than the first
Oh,
one.
shit.
He's like, where is this? Where is that? Like asking me for a bill of sale and this. And I'm like, I have the title here with the price point and everything. Why do you need a bill of
Yeah,
sale?
this whole time you're trying to do everything right.
Exactly. And he's just like, no. But my car has a Stratus Group exhaust, KW V3 coilovers. So it's
so
slammed.
he's already thinking.
So I'm,
thinks you're some
I'm,
shithead.
I'm thinking he's gonna flag my car. I will never be able to register it.
Yep.
He's like, let me get your keys. Take it to the back. Comes back an hour later. He goes, I need 3 things. I need bill of sale. I need you to remove the tint, which is fine, whatever.
Yeah,
but it had a very, very very light tint all the way around. You couldn't barely even see it. It's like the factory BMW
Yeah, I was just saying
tint.
the
It looked
factory
like
tint. Yeah.
It was a metallic.
not really. It's like it was like more worn than anything, like old, like purplish.
Like purple. Yeah.
You're like,
know what
I
I
was
mean?
gonna do that anyway.
Yeah. So I'm like, okay, that's easy. And he's like, and I need a braking light inspection from you. And I was like, my car's clean title.
A
He's
braking
like,
light inspection?
yeah, it's a thing that you do for salvage title vehicles to make sure that your lights are all within the same parameters for California law and da 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 da.
That's
to make sure
gotta be
you're
the stupidest thing I've ever heard of.
yeah.
A
You have to-
braking. You know how many motherfuckers drive around without their even lights on because their daytime running lights are so bright they
had to
think that their
pay
headlights aren't, and then they
100
get smashed in the back.
I had to pay $150 for somebody to do this for me. So
get
it's a
it all
fee
tested.
you have to pay.
Dude, it's just everybody wants
They're
their
just
cut,
like
dude.
cha-ching, cha-ching,
Yeah.
cha-ching, cha-ching.
So, you know, he's like, send me an email once you get all that stuff done. So I got everything done within that same week. I'm talking about like the
On it,
next
yeah.
day, right? I'm like, dude, I don't want to wait anymore. This guy gives me an appointment for May 1st. And this happened like middle of March.
Fuck.
Of this year? So you're still waiting.
I'm still waiting
No way, dude.
till Monday.
That's how efficient our government is.
And hopefully,
Yeah.
oh, by the way, he gives me all my papers.
Yeah,
back,
that,
right?
you don't even know.
So he gives me all my papers. He's like, I need all that, and then I'll sign you off. And I'm like, okay. He's like, by the way, those are all copies. I have all your original stuff in my office, and I will not give it back to you.
Oh, so he's
until
holding
you
it.
bring all the good stuff back to me.
That's bullshit.
I'm like,
That's fucking extortion almost,
so
dude.
know.
here's the
right?
thing: I can't sit there and argue with this guy.
Yeah, you're at his
because
mercy.
He has me by the balls.
Yeah.
he can't. He has to pass me,
yeah, or you're
right?
fucked.
Or I can never drive this car on California roads.
Yeah, because you could be like, fuck you, give me my originals back and
I'll
you keep the
register-
copies.
Yeah, and I could register this car out of state, no problem.
Yeah, easy. Yeah,
That's
know?
what he wanted to prevent you from doing.
Yes, I think so.
he wanted to get his
100%.
revenue,
Luckily, the things that he asked me are
simple.
kind of simple things that I can take care of myself.
Yeah.
Everything's actually taken care of already. So I'm just waiting for Monday to come through so I can just get this thing done and register the vehicle.
And hopefully nothing new. Like I've had that where like, okay, you finally get his approval.
Yeah.
And now you go back to the DMV and they're gonna be like, oh, well, you know,
By the way,
what?
Actually,
Yeah.
By the way, yeah. So it's been a nightmare trying to do this. It's been,
dude,
it's taken,
why is it so complicated? It's the worst user experience ever.
Yeah, I don't know. And all it was because literally there's like a small cut through that sticker.
Yeah, it's
And
still the same.
It's still the same
sticker,
number,
dude.
still everything.
They just got
original
like,
from BMW.
scratched by accident.
He could
or
have
some
like
shit.
slid in his seat and his
Yeah.
keys caught it or
Yeah,
some
pocket
shit.
knife hit it by accident or something.
Yeah.
Dumb. Yeah.
So that one's sitting there. I just acquired. I'm really excited about this.
Wait, you already acquired this and that?
I acquired something
Well,
else,
you gotta wait on that one, so you
Yeah.
gotta acquire something else.
bro.
Come on
You need
now.
a project, dude.
Yeah.
Sitting there. So I'm at the gym like 2-3 weeks ago. I'm at the gym and
What gym
and
you go to?
just 24-hour fitness in Ontario. And I'm at the gym and I go my workout and I go to the sauna after my workout. You know, it's a normal thing. And I'm sitting in the sauna and there's this guy just talking loud, right? I have my headphones on. I'm not really paying attention.
Yeah.
He's just talking, blabbering to some other guy. You know, I have a 68 Corvette and I have a 73 and I have a Scout. And he's just mentioning all these vehicles that he has.
Yeah.
And he's like, and they're all just rotting away in the backyard.
And you're like this, you're like,
So I'm like,
Yeah,
I'm like,
headphones off.
I'm like listening, but not really listening,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So I'm like, oh, I mean, he's in the cars. I'm in the cars too, you know, whatever. And then he's like, you know, I have a 91 Toyota pickup just sitting back there, just rotting away. And I'm like,
Yo,
hey
bro.
man, hold on, what'd you say right now? He goes, I have a truck sitting back there, and I was like, how much you want for it? He's like, well, it's my son's. And I'm like, oh, okay. He's like, well, if you really think about selling it, let me know. He's like, oh, okay. And he just kept talking.
I collect shit boxes.
Yeah. I'll take it.
Yeah.
So, right. So I see him the next day and I'm like, hey, you were talking about that Toyota yesterday in the sauna. You think about selling? He's like, you really want it, huh? I'm like, yeah. He's like, well, my son, it's supposedly his. I gave it to him, but it's still mine. He's like, it's just been sitting there for
Yeah,
a
using
number of
it?
years.
Yeah.
He's like, he's not going to use it. He's like, you want to come check it out? I'm like, yeah. So we exchanged numbers. That same night, he sends me pictures. Dude. 91 Toyota extra cab, solid axle, with a bob bed, sitting on 35s.
What?
Yes,
So it was already like kind of done.
it is done.
Did you buy it?
yeah.
Did you fucking
Dude.
get him on it or what?
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
you get
I
a
got
good deal?
such a good deal on it. I can't even tell you on this podcast because I want to
You feel
flip
bad.
this truck.
Yeah. Oh shit.
Like, so he sends me pictures that night and they're dark and this thing looks like it's in the jungle. Like the weeds are tall, like, you know.
Yeah.
And so
Does it run?
no. So that's the thing.
Okay.
He's like there's something wrong with the motor because it's been sitting for he said easily 6 to 7 years. It's been sitting there.
Yeah.
So
Tags expired.
Oh.
You have to go fucking deal with DMV again.
dude, I can't wait.
I can't wait.
You looking for scratches on the fucking VINs?
Dude, I looked at all the VINs this time.
Check them all. Yeah, right.
I was like, I'm not going through this again. So 2 weeks go by or something, and he's like, let me cut the weed. He's one of these people that like just has a bunch of shit back there, right?
Yeah.
And he's like, let me cut the weeds, and then you can come get it. I'm like, okay. So a couple weeks go by, and I texted him like, hey, what's up with that truck? He's like, I haven't had time. I have a back. Da-da-da. I'm like, oh, yeah, I get it. I was like, I'll come cut it.
Yeah.
I'll
trim your weeds
I will
for you.
come and do this. And he refused. He's like, no. He's like, let me do it, and I'll text
Probably
you.
embarrassed. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so this past Friday comes up. He texts me at 9 a.m. He goes, hey, truck is here. It's open. Come get it or I'm going to sell it.
Oh fuck.
It's 9 a.m. on a Friday. And I'm like, oh, luckily I'm off.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Yeah.
dude, all right. All my buddies are working. Everybody's working. It's a Friday morning.
Yeah.
I have nobody. And I'm like, whatever. I'm just going to go see what I can do. I go back there. Sure enough, it's missing a wheel, which I already knew. And one of the tires is flat and one is not holding air. And it's in this dude's backyard. It's like an acre back there. So I'm like, I got to pull this thing out. So
Get a
there
winch?
I am. I don't have a winch on the GX. I really, really, really wish I had.
Yeah.
That
life a lot
pickup truck
easier.
has a winch on it already, but it had no battery.
But you could get a battery.
Yes. But in the moment when you just have to get this thing out, if not, he's going to get rid of it somehow. And you're like,
Get
dude,
it
I'm
done.
stealing this. I cannot let it sit here.
Yeah.
I just sat there all afternoon by myself, yanking in with the GX, pulling it.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Dragging
dude.
it the fuck out of there.
I dragged it out. And I put one of my fifth wheel that I have on the GX. I ended up putting on that one for a little bit. Pulled it out to the driveway. It took me hours.
So you earned that
I
motherfucker.
earned this truck. So,
All the money you saved, you put it into sweat.
Wet.
dude, even then, I'm still profiting.
Yeah. I
Dude.
bet, dude.
You said he had a Scout out there. Is he selling that?
Dude, yes, he had a freaking Scout, clean body, sitting on jack stands on a cement pad. So there's not really like
Oh yeah, it's not out on the dirt rotten.
exactly. And I was like, dude, how much do you want for that?
Dude, I would swoop on that.
And
Scout.
he's like, no. He's like, I'm gonna fix it. And I'm
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
put it on."
He ain't
He's that
fixing
guy.
Typical
shit.
junker.
He's that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he had a 63 C10 short bed, super nice.
You gotta go back there in a few months.
MR2. He had an MR2 back there.
What year?
Yeah.
I'm not sure. It was a square.
Pop-up headlight?
Yes.
Yeah. yeah.
Oh.
He had, I don't know the name of these Toyotas that have the camper in the back, the big RV in the back. Not the RV, but the come with a Schrader
Yeah.
or a Schrader or
I know what you're talking about.
It's like the pickup truck, but it had like the built-in camper.
yes, in the
Yeah,
back.
but it's Toyota. Those are
Dude,
worth some big
Those
money
are worth
now.
some fucking bank
Dude,
now, dude.
sitting there for 20 years.
Dude, you just go back every like couple of weeks and be like, yo, I see you haven't done
Trust
shit,
me.
dude.
I
Yeah.
tried. I tried with that guy and super cool guy, and he's like, I'm selling to the right person. I'm like, yeah, you are. So
Of course.
that's why today, those wheels are sitting in the back of the truck because it's like I'm gonna build this. I'm gonna make it a
Oh, those are going on the.
yes.
Oh, okay.
Yep. I was gonna go with the old school style of wheels, 15s, 35s, kind of old
Yeah.
school Toyota look.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why not do something different? Why not modernize it a little bit with some nice newer style
It's already
stuff?
bobbed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see how it comes out. I'll keep you guys updated.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
You guys
I
will
wanna
check
see
it
that
out for
one, dude.
sure because I want to use it as promotional too for this type of stuff.
RESQ.
For
Oh, there you
yeah.
go.
Yeah, man.
So we'll
Put a
see.
cool little wrap on it.
Yeah, I want to
Good.
paint it eventually, or I want it because this is ugly green,
Dude, spray bomb it and wrap it.
dude. Ugly green. So the story goes, I don't know if this is true. He bought it from his neighbor because the guy that I bought it from, he didn't really know too much about it. I'm like, hey, is there like a spool locker or is it re-geared? He's like, honestly, he's like, I have no idea.
Nothing. Yeah.
He's like, I drove it for 2 years and that's all I know. And he's like, I bought it from my neighbor who was getting a divorce, needed the money, so I stole it from him. Of course. Whatever. Come to find out, the guy that he bought it from, he was a coyote.
Oh, all right.
He used to go to the hills
He was running
in San
with that thing. That's
Diego.
why it's painted all green. Yeah.
Dude, it's the same color as the immigration trucks. Oh, it's that green.
That same green. Oh. So they wouldn't even say.
Yeah. So I'm like, what the fuck? Like, this guy really painted this? And he's like, I don't know, man. He's like, this is just what he told
Better
me.
make sure there ain't nothing fucking hiding in the frame rails.
Bro,
Or
I looked for shit, dude, because I was like, dude, there's no way. But that's the story behind that truck. So I feel like the proper name is Coyote for that truck. You
Dude,
know?
that's
That's Coyote.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I like it.
Yeah.
I like it. You got to do that right.
Yeah, you gotta do it right. So that's what I have. I have a few projects, you know.
Apparently.
But they run. They're all working. The truck doesn't run yet, but I already have somebody lined up that's gonna come fix it, rebuild motor if it needs to be rebuilt, whatever, and really good mechanic. So it's gonna be taken care of pretty soon.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah. Excited. I'm excited for that.
You got me all like, oh shit. I need a project.
I know, right?
My Mini's my project though, dude, because that thing's always broken. I bought
That's
it.
half the fun is like building them up, though.
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of why I want to sell my Colorado and get a new project.
Yeah, you gotta be done with that.
You're gonna regret it.
Yeah.
I feel like, especially if you have so much time and money invested into a project, and most of the time you don't really get your money back, right?
No, you never.
Nah.
And it's like, man, I should have kept that thing.
Oh,
That's how I
we've
felt.
talked about that. I have multiple vehicles because I've owned
So
like
much regret,
50,
yeah.
50 some odd vehicles.
Same.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm
Yeah, that's
like,
why like the Land Rover, I blew the motor, but I'm not gonna get rid of it. I put so much love into that thing.
yeah.
Just
You know the
getting it
ins
to
and
that
outs
point.
of it. You know
Oh,
what bolts
dude,
are missing.
yeah. Oh, I know every little inch of that thing, dude.
Yeah. It's awesome. I love building stuff. Anything motorsports I'm really into. This middle of April, I went to Formula Drift down in Long Beach.
Nice.
Oh yeah, my buddy who just went to that. He invited me, but I was like busy doing something else.
Yeah. I like watching drifting. I don't think I could do that myself. It's just that's expensive. You gotta have a tire sponsor.
Yeah, if you don't have a tire sponsor,
you gotta have a tire
Falcon
supply.
got out of the game and they were like,
Yeah,
damn.
they said they're out.
Yeah, they're done.
They're out, and they were a huge company that used to sponsor Formula Drift, and they had their own drivers. And it's so weird not seeing their cars this year. Actually, you have one sitting up there.
Yeah.
You know,
We have a
it
bunch
was
of stuff.
the same pattern and everything for the livery, but it's really sad to see companies getting out. But I understand.
No,
You know?
it's a lot of
It's
money.
not cheap.
It's a ton of money.
Yeah.
GT Radio is running a big promo for them now, and I think they got Kenda tires, or they got somebody else to really take over as a tire manufacturer
Yeah,
for Formula
Kenda's
Drift.
been stepping up. I don't know if they're doing the Formula Drift, but I know they've been kind of jumping into a lot more motorsports lately.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I heard
I don't
nothing but
know.
good stuff about them.
Yeah,
Kenda?
they're
Oh,
solid.
yeah. Our buddy Adam Twigrig, he just bought some Kenda RTs for his Sequoia, and he loves them.
The ugly 80.
Skinny 35s, ugly 80 bottom.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's a thing. Skinny 35s are a thing.
Yeah, that's what's eventually going to be on the Colorado if I keep it.
Yeah.
Skinny.
I keep saying if I keep it, dude, because
Yeah.
like I don't know, I'm so torn.
Yeah. What would you
So
get?
torn. Porsche Cayenne.
Oh,
That's what I've been looking at. Cayenne S,
yeah.
naturally aspirated V8. I want 2009 or in that range.
Perfect.
Dope.
Well, you could build like, 'cause you still make payments on a Colorado versus where
I'd have it paid off
you could have it paid off
You
and
could have
build
a
it up.
With the Cayenne. Yeah.
Yeah.
and build it.
Yeah.
And everything I have, I can just transfer over to it.
Use it as a daily.
No, I have 3 cars.
Oh,
Yeah,
perfect.
he's got the Kia.
I got the Kias, my
Oh,
daily,
okay.
brand new 23 Kia,
Oh,
Yeah.
40 miles per gallon.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. And I got the Mini Cooper that just keeps breaking.
yeah.
And then,
Mini Cooper that keeps breaking.
dude, I've put like 4,000 miles on a total, and I've probably spent about $10,000 on a damn thing.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Euro
Stupid.
cars are different. Euro cars are a pain.
They are.
On the
like to break.
E46, I had to replace the motor mounts
Yep.
and lower control arms. It took me hours because to remove one bolt, you have to remove this panel, and this panel has 17 bolts to attach to it.
Can you
By the time you're done with this, an hour has gone by, and you haven't even gotten to the part that
what
you need
you're
to get
actually
to.
working on?
And it's like, dude, it adds so much time.
Oh, I know.
Unless you're a complete BMW guy, you're like, I'm a Honda guy, you know. I build
Yeah.
or build Toyotas. I put a lift kit on here and there. I'll build a motor, but this is different. Euro cars are just different in general.
They are. My my Mini Cooper, just to even start working on it, you have to put it in what they call service mode, which is remove the whole front end. Yeah. And then, because my
All
alternator.
the sensors and everything.
Well, luckily, the one I bought had a tubular front bumper and everything. It's like an off-road mini rally style. I'll show you pictures later. But if I had if it was stock, you have to do all the fender liners, all the everything. You have to pull off the bumper, and then also the crash bumper, the crash rails. You have to do all this stuff, and then you finally get to where the radiator is. You have to pull that out.
Oh my god!
Just to get to the alternator and AC compressor, which are like right there.
Yeah, that's just to do the alternator.
Yeah, just to do an alternator, and we did that. Adam Twigger, helped out.
Yeah,
It's always nice when you have help.
Yeah, and I bought him a bottle of Lagavulin or whatever it is.
Oh, okay,
11-year, the Nick Offerman edition.
yeah,
Yeah.
So Adam, if you're listening, which I know you are, let me know how that was.
yeah.
But dude, it wasn't as much work as it could have been because mine was already kind of set up and cut up and stuff.
Right. Do you take it? You take it on the trails and stuff?
Oh, I took it to King Hammers, bro.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
You guys were out there?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, nice.
I tried to do a hill climb in it.
Yeah.
Only front wheel drive, so
Yeah, it's only front wheel drives.
Pretty dusty, I heard.
Oh,
yeah.
they have a thing called hammer lung.
Oh,
Yeah, shit's
I
real.
believe it.
Yeah, dude.
I've been there. Oh.
Yeah, man. It
And
sits
the
with you for a
cloud.
while.
It's
Yeah.
just I remember when you're pulling from the highway and you just see a cloud of dust, and
Yeah.
then you underneath the cloud is just white, just all the RVs and
Yep.
you know everything but just parked. It's awesome.
I used to go out there.
Did
in
you
the
go this
early
year
days.
or?
I didn't go to no, I didn't go this year. I went before the pandemic hit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's been a while.
In the early years, it wasn't as big as it is now.
Yeah, it's
now
ridiculous
it's an
now.
event.
Yeah, I
Is
went
it?
like way back in the day, and it's totally different now. It's stupid.
I feel like everybody just runs out there with razors and
Yep.
Can-Ams and all that. Side by sides are like the
They're
big thing.
side by sides are cool, but man, they kind of ruin it for me, man.
Yeah.
Like I get it.
I get it. Like my buddy Mike, we used to be buddies back in the day when we would always do the pre-runner stuff, and he got out of off-roading and all that. And he's just now getting back into off-roading, and he went out and bought like a turnkey fucking 4-seater Can-Am, and like out the box, it can fucking do everything that we used to build spend days and nights fucking building these trucks to do. And yeah, he just
These things are super light,
So
over
light.
200 horsepower out of the
Yeah.
box, turbo
Crazy,
motors,
dude.
1,000 cc's or 1,200 cc's, whatever they are now. Can-Ams come with long travel, even Razors too. The Polaris, they come with long travel now. Like it gets crazy.
they're stupid. Yeah,
It gets crazy.
They're rad, and I mean they're not
I
cheap.
get it, but they
get it.
tear shit up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They do.
They do.
They have their time and place. Like they can hang out in Glamis and stuff like that. They're rad out there.
Dude, they're in Sedona and they're tearing up Sedona. That's
know.
why
Well, that's why
Sedona.
they're
Because
shut-
Arizona, you can drive them on the street. They're street illegal.
That's right.
And so everyone has one, and then they just tear up the trails in Sedona. Now the residents are trying to close down all the trails.
Yeah.
It's bad,
of that.
dude. It's just all bad.
Beer
dude.
cans everywhere.
Yeah,
People
dude.
don't clean up.
Yeah, I hate that, dude.
that. Just clean up after
I
yourself.
just posted a video today on my my Instagram story. I was driving over here, and a dude in a Toyota 4Runner tosses a whole bag of trash out the window.
Oh my
And I saw it, and I'm like, "Are you fucking kidding me?"
Mm-hmm.
So I took a picture of his license plate in the back of his car. I was like, "Hey, if you know these guys, tell them I said fuck you." You know what I mean? Like they're just like trashing, dude. Like people are like that. They
Yeah.
do that on the trails.
I don't
too.
understand it. I don't understand
Yeah.
it. It's a nuisance for everyone, and
And that's how shit like Pismo, like we were saying, is going to get shut down.
yeah, and you know what? Pismo's being shut down because of the environment card. That's what
Yeah.
they're pulling. The
Yeah.
environment card. There's this. I guess this is
Protected
clam.
species.
Yeah,
Some-
protected species of a clam
A
that
rare
hasn't
gnat.
grown big in like 20 years, and because of the pandemic, there wasn't a lot of people out there, and this clam that only grows in that beach started growing, I guess, and people were like, "Oh, look, it's back. We should close the beach down because this is an
we
endangered
can-
species." And so that's what they're pulling, and it sounds like they're being successful with it.
Oh, yeah.
They're gonna shut it
We've
down.
been fighting for years, but I think
Yeah.
we're going to win this one.
Fucking
Sucks.
clams.
Fortunately, I know
It's fucking called Darwinism or fucking survival. I mean,
survival of the fittest, right?
yeah.
Yeah. If you can't take a
sorry.
35-inch tire on top of you, you shouldn't be living.
Come on, bro.
Oh man. Oh geez. Well, we should probably get some plugs, man.
Okay.
What you got?
I don't know. I mean, this is kind of a late plug, but I just want to say thank you to Michelle, Sexy Beast, Off Road, and Rigs and Brews. Basically, is what I'm getting at. It was an awesome event. It was the last weekend we were all out there.
Had a good time.
So much fun, and way more vendors this year. Way more people this year. It was just packed, dude. Like there's so many people. It was so much fun. Raffle was rad.
Yeah, Duckfoot Brewing too for putting it on, or hosting rather. But Rigs and Brews for putting it on.
Yeah. So met, all the usual suspects, Dead Man Off Road and, Adventure Power Solutions and Botus Jerky with the bomb jerky coming through. And,
yeah, man.
Everybody was out there and new people out there this time. Met a lot of new people. It was a lot of fun. So I appreciate her putting on these events. They're always a lot of fun.
It's not easy. It's a lot of work.
Dude, she puts in mad work. Like I was talking to her like just yesterday, and they're already planning for the December one.
Nice. I'll be there.
Yeah.
Let me know.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
It's her events are always the best, man, because it's like it's kind of like a big hang. You know what I mean? Like everybody is really cool, chill. Mm-hmm. They don't put up with like attitudes and this and that. It's like everybody has to be chill, and it's a good time.
That's
man.
cool.
Yeah, family, kids, dogs, everybody's running around like just having a good time, man. And it's a awesome. She puts on awesome events, man, and like. There's a lot of these other fancy ones where you got to pay for, and you just show up and have a good time.
Yeah,
and hers are spot on.
That's
it's a good community with that one.
100%, man.
Yeah.
What are your plugs, man?
Well, I gotta plug myself.
Yeah,
of course.
RESQGS.com, rescue.com.
All right,
rescuegs.com. Go on the website, see if you guys like something, and go from there.
Nice.
If you don't like it, that's fine. Hey. Maybe you can build your own kit and you can build your own medical equipment bag, and carry it with you. I highly recommend that. And if you do happen to get one of these bags, they're meant for you to put stuff in them that you think you might need as well. Do your research.
Change it out.
Yeah,
change
it out.
We don't need this, but I want to have this in there.
Exactly. Do your own thing with it. Shout out to the Highland Trail Club guys.
Yeah.
Highland Trail Club, their clothing company.
Yeah, I saw your hat.
Super cool too.
Cool hat.
Oh, all right.
Yeah,
all right.
they're pushing the overlanding gear, clothing, and super cool guys. Shout out Plug Play if you're into cannabis.
Oh,
yeah, man.
Yeah. Shout out to Plug Play, Kyle. Yeah.
Where are they at?
All over California.
Oh, really?
Delivery and stuff, all that.
Yeah, they do the pods with the oils, with the battery and all that, and they're really cool group of guys, and they're pushing it out there, making it happen. So
nice.
yeah,
that's cool, man.
Yeah, shout out to them.
Right on.
I'm gonna shout out real quick to John, the homie,
Yeah,
Van Build for hooking us up. Yeah,
definitely. We're co-workers. I don't know if I got into this, but I'm a respiratory therapist at the hospital now. I moved up, I guess you can say, right? And I've been doing that since right when the pandemic hit. So
you're probably
you got it.
Yeah.
When I tell you this was a Super Bowl for every RT respiratory therapist out there, this was it. Like we were getting ran right through the whole time. And John happened to come in, I believe, last year into my department. We hit it off right away. He's into building vans. And he has a 4Runner himself, and we talk about rigs and all that kind of stuff all the time. And he talks about the events. And
he just picked up a new project truck. Have you seen his new little Datsun? That's
super cool,
dude. He's got new wheels on that.
Yeah,
thing. Yeah.
Super cool. And we always talk about trucks and this and that. And he's the one that told me about you guys, and he was like, "Hey, go check them out. They're cool people." I'm like, "Hey, absolutely. I'm open to anything and everything." So,
shout out John.
Yeah.
JE Van Builds. Hell yeah. Right on, man.
What are you plugging today?
Oh, dude, I got to plug the homie Twig rig. Adam.
Oh, yeah.
If it weren't for him, my Humpty Dumpty would not be put back together again. You know what I mean? No, he went out of his way to help me out. And I really appreciate that. So thanks, Adam. I know you're listening.
Yeah, he was going to help me out today or yesterday. I had to pick up a sheet of plywood and because I don't have a pickup truck that has a fucking bed anymore. He's like, he was going to help me out and help me pick up some wood. So
those are awesome people that you can just count on no matter what.
Just out of the blue, like I'm like, yeah, on my way home, I'll just meet you over there and we'll pick it up and do it.
No questions.
No questions, bro. He's
awesome.
a homie.
Yeah, he's a good dude. He's coming with me to Sedona and Expo. So
When are you guys going?
it's in May.
May?
It's, the day we're going is on Friday, which is May 19th. But we're leaving the 18th to go out there because we always do like a little run, you know, and go camp. And then we're staying till Sunday. So Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
That's cool.
Yeah, man.
That's a cool,
it's a fun
cool trip.
Yeah.
You going as well?
Not this year.
Yeah,
Going a different direction. I've done that trip.
He's done it
times.
many times
Yeah.
with me, but some of them haven't even done Sedona, and I'm taking them on a bunch of trails in Sedona on Saturday. So we're doing Expo Friday, trail runs on Saturday, and then drive home Sunday.
Ooh, that sounds interesting.
So yeah, I mean,
it'd
if
be
you
a
want to
fun
go,
one.
dude,
Sedona's been like one of my dream places to go to.
I'm the
And I was
ambassador,
supposed-
bro.
Yeah, I'm noticing that you know all the spots.
Yeah.
I was supposed to go about 3 weeks ago. My lady and I we went to Florida, and we're on
nice.
vacation and stuff, and went to Puerto Rico, a couple other places.
Oh.
Came back. We were supposed to come back and go to Sedona and Grand Canyon because Grand Canyon is not
Yeah.
not too far.
Yeah.
So we're
Okay.
gonna make it a trip. And
Yeah.
we came back home and we're like, dude, we're exhausted.
Yeah.
We need to just recover and reset and just be home. That's exactly what we did. But it's still in the works. We're still gonna make that happen.
Well, if you want to roll with us, we have a small group. And let me know. Rafa, Taco Trooper, he's got his Tacoma. He went with us last year.
Yeah.
And last year we actually did the expo to then Grand Canyon, and we stayed at the bottom on the Colorado River.
That was a rad trip.
That was so rad.
That was a bitchin' trip.
Literally at the bottom of the canyon on the Colorado River.
Like
You're
our
looking up
trucks
and
were
it's
literally like parked
on the water.
like 5 feet from the water.
oh, that's
yeah.
cool.
Yeah, you
like-
could walk out your truck and just get your toes wet. It was rad.
It was rad. We stayed 2 nights there.
Yeah,
that's how rad it was.
We were supposed to leave one night, and then they're like, you know what? This
For what?
fucking spot's rad. Where else
Yeah.
are we gonna go, dude?
It was epic.
Kids
dude.
were having a blast.
No one was
Yeah.
there. And we were tracking satellites because that's how clear the sky was. Dude.
wow.
We were tracking satellites,
Oh, it
bro.
was dope, dude. Yeah,
It was so much fun, man. I'll show
Clear
you some
skies.
pictures after this.
Clear skies out there. That's the best. Honestly, camping. If you're out there camping and you just look up and
Fresh
you're like,
air.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
I didn't even know this existed.
Yeah,
because you lived in this city all your life and
The light pollution.
exactly.
you don't realize how many stars are out there until you get out.
so many.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, like I said, we're leaving Thursday morning early. We're doing the whole trip through Prescott, Arizona. We're stopping at Lazy G Brewery, have amazing food there. You know, go up to a camp spot, do Expo, then Sedona, then drive home Sunday.
Cool. That sounds awesome.
That's my
That'd be a
plug.
good
Is
one.
Twig Rig, and thanks again, man.
I'm gonna give a little teaser though.
Yep, I was waiting for it.
All right. So we got our 100th episode coming up here on
Cinco de
Cinco
Mayo.
de Mayo. So we're gonna be doing a big giveaway for it. Eric has been kind enough to generously donate one of his med kits here, as well as some other fine companies. We got 4122 giving
With a
a
hitch slide.
There you go.
slide and some
Pretty
pop
solid
caps.
stuff here. This is
Yeah,
beefy.
yeah, I think solid, dude. I think you need that on your truck.
Like, honestly, yeah.
Yeah,
Hey, join the giveaway.
yeah, you might be able to get it. So.
Yeah. Now watch, he wins his own shit
I
back.
know. Son of a bitch.
My purpose.
No, but we also Rory at AAC Trigger Control.
Yep.
He hooked us up with one of those Bluetooth modules. So if you have your lights already hooked up and you didn't really get like an S Pod or anything else, they have a Bluetooth module that you just plug into the relay, and then there you go. That's all
awesome.
controlled by your phone on an app.
I need
turn
that
it
for
on
the
and
Land
off.
Rover.
Bluetooth.
Because the Land Rover, I just have like the old school toggle switches for all
Right.
my lights. I never did the little pods.
Yeah.
So that would be perfect for that.
Yeah, so he hooked us up with one of those. We also have Liqui Moly.
Yep.
They're
All
hooking
the
us up.
additives.
You got all the additives. So when you do an oil change, the fuel system cleaner, you got a hat, you got koozies, you got all the goods,
Yeah,
man.
all our swag.
Yeah, all our swag. We're doing
Bogus
it.
jerky.
Botus jerky,
Dude, he
bro.
hooked it up. We got, I don't know how many different flavors he gave us. I think he gave like a bag of like all of different flavors.
Every flavor, yeah.
Garlic, jalapeno.
You know what's funny?
That's cool.
black
You know what's
pepper.
funny is we at Riggs and Brews this past weekend, we posted up next to him, and for like a week before, I was like, everybody, buy your jerky the very first thing you get there because he's going to sell out. People didn't listen. He sold out like by 11 a.m.
Oh, no way.
Or no,
Dude.
it started at 11. So that he was like by 12, he was sold out like in an hour.
Cleaned them out. Like, well, AIM bought like fucking like 20 bags of fucking
Hey, I didn't want to
jerky,
put
bro,
AIM on
dude.
blast. I didn't want to put AIM on
Oh,
blast.
dude. Well, he's got a bag for each of
Yeah.
the kids.
Well, I was standing next to him. It was funny because AIM came up and he had his 3 kids and everything, and he was just talking to Robert, and he's like, yeah, I need to get some jerky. And he's like, all right, cool. What do you want? And he, was like, oh, he'll probably just pick up a few bags.
Bag or two.
He's like, I literally need like 3 bags of each flavor.
Yeah, dude. Like,
I was like, save some for the rest of us, man. Damn.
oh, dude. Yeah.
That was so funny.
I know. I think like Eric was sitting next to us, and he's like, "Wait, oh shit, he's running out." He's like, "I better get some now." He like got a whole ass over there. Yeah,
man. So I mean, hey, if you don't win, you can still buy and save some money. We have a discount code for 10% off. AO10.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's simple. And you know, it's so simple that I forgot to use it when I bought some jerky.
He was telling me that, dude. Like, Ben fucking even use the fucking code.
He even was looking at it because he like hooked us up with jerky and he gave us a discount code and everything. And I bought it at full price. And he's like, wait, is this
the same Ben?
This is
That's crazy.
He's like, wait, that's his address. Fucking Ben didn't even use his own discount code.
Stupid.
Yeah. So hey, if you want some jerky, it's great for trips. Hook it up, Botus Jerky, man. It's got all the flavors.
Yes, sir.
Nice. So I didn't tell you guys, but I'm actually gonna be running a promo code for you guys.
Oh, you are?
Yeah. So I'm gonna be
yeah.
doing something similar to what you just said right now, which is we can do AO10.
Yeah,
Yeah.
know,
Keep it might as well make it consistent.
Keep it the same.
Yeah.
AO10. So if you guys go on the website and you put in that discount code, you will get 10% off.
Shit, you heard it here.
That's
bro.
awesome.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's rad.
Yeah.
Yeah. Medical bag was already a good deal.
Yeah,
That's a
now
better
you get
deal.
10% off.
Yeah. Check them out.
Heck yeah,
RESQGS.com. If you guys want one, go on there and get one. We have enough for a lot of people. So check them out.
Great
That's
gift.
awesome, man.
Like, we're
Good
gonna add that
gifts.
to our, like, we always do a
Link tree.
Yeah, we'll be on our link tree. We'll add that, but like we always do our Christmas, gift buying guide. That'll be a rad one for
Yeah.
Yeah, we always talk about medical, but like
birthdays. But yeah,
that's like a perfect little.
Like you said, you talk about it, but it doesn't really happen, right? So it's like
Yeah.
you have, oh yeah, I should get this, and I'm the same way, and I'm in the medical field, and it's like, wait, I need to just
I'll get that
start.
later. but
Exactly.
yeah, then
Always
it's too
put it in
late.
the back burner, and as you go camping or wheeling,
I need a light bar,
You
though,
don't
bro.
even. I mean, honestly, you should keep that in your car regardless. Like
Yeah.
my wife needs one of these.
Yeah, even if
like,
you don't off road, like we were saying, like if you're on the highway,
Yes.
just throw one in the trunk.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
just
You
so it's
have-
there.
buy one for every one of your vehicles,
Yeah. Yep.
unless you have
Or
too
your
many
kids,
projects.
if your kids are going to school. Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, how many
guy's every-
vehicles you
he's
got?
like, I
Shit.
need
He's
10.
like, yeah.
Damn it.
No, yeah, buy one for every vehicle.
Yeah. For real. Support the cause.
yeah.
No, but seriously, I mean, like, because it's not like you're gonna take one off and then bring it to your other vehicle
No.
or anything. Just buy one for each vehicle. It's
Yes.
$60, man.
Yeah.
Minus 10%.
Minus 10%.
Minus 10%.
AO10.
AO10, baby.
Yeah.
That's awesome, man. We appreciate it. Our listeners appreciate it. Thanks for coming on, man.
Thank you. I appreciate you guys.
Nice meeting you.
Yeah, it's
First
good
time
hanging
doing
out.
this.
Yeah, nice
It's-
meeting you.
Same.
You wouldn't have known. This is your first podcast, right?
What's that?
First podcast?
Very first time speaking in front of a microphone.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I've
man.
never done this. It's just, something different. I've listened to podcasts for such a long time and obviously the Rogan and all that, right?
Yeah.
And it got to the point to where I'm at the gym now and I'm listening to podcasts,
Oh, yeah.
because it just calms me down. It just puts me in the zone and I'm just concentrated, but at the same time I'm listening to a conversation in the background and I'm listening to what they're saying and I'm learning and all that. So to me it's always a good experience, but I've never actually been the one to actually sit here and actually speak, and do all that. So it's pretty dope experience. You guys have a good thing going on here. I don't see this. I don't see a reason why you guys are not gonna blow up.
Oh,
I appreciate it, man.
Yeah.
We have a good time,
Yeah,
man.
it's like about having fun though, like you were saying.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Oh, and shout out to you because you brought a bottle of Maker's Mark.
yes.
Thank you, man.
Thank you, dude. That
You
was rad.
gotta bring something.
Yeah, we
You
were out
feel
at Baker's.
you feel the energy when I was laughing on my own with memes in my head, dude.
right.
That's awesome.
Yeah, you gotta set the mood. Gotta get some whiskey going and
Yeah.
all that.
Add it to the table.
I'll
man.
bring cigars next time.
Oh,
Ooh,
shit.
ooh.
There you go.
I see that
You got
right
the
there.
torch.
Yeah.
John gave us that.
Is that right?
Dave
Yeah.
Evans,
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he
And
brought
it's
that
actually
over.
for the whiskey.
That is fun. Oh, you guys making
Burn it. Yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
Old fashions
Yeah,
with
he brought
everything.
us the whole kit and all that for the
Yeah,
you know,
that's
fashion.
right there.
This
The
guy,
little
man,
tins.
He
Yeah.
does all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, he hooked it up, dude.
That's awesome.
Right on. Thanks again for coming, man. Really appreciate you coming on. And
Thank you.
you did great for your first podcast.
Appreciate you.
Yeah, handled it.
RESQGS.com.
Get it.
Hell yeah. Discount code AO10.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. Thank you all once again for hanging out with us, and we'll catch you somewhere.
On the next one.
That's where it'll be.
Good night.